Happy Sunday, everybody.
Blah, blah.
Look at how adorable these are. Look at them. Look at them.
Technically,
Look at it.
these are your creations for once.
This is adorable. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hello, Honest Psycho. How are you doing?
Happy Sunday.
Tifa has finally listened to my request and made free Kirby bead creations. I was so kind to iron them today when she was out. They look good on camera. The closer you get, the more you can tell that I will never iron those things again because I did very badly. To the point where one of them didn't survive my work. You see,
I'm trying to fix it again.
It got eaten here. Which is why I'm only showing off two. But those are adorable. And I will never do it again.
You did your best.
Yes, and my best is like a 1 out of 10 in terms of the skills required to do this properly.
Honestly though, ironing these things is a bitch. And I don't remember it being that hard.
That hard?
But maybe it's because now you want them to be like extra perfect.
No, I just
so
want
you
them
don't
to
really
be
care.
like ironed. I'm not going for a certain level of quality. I just want them to be done.
Well, they're cute.
Hello, you. Happy Sunday. How are you doing? Baby boom. Yes.
We will get into that in a moment.
Yeah. Don't worry, nobody in this room is pregnant. We didn't miss any. I mean, we might look like we are, but we are in fact not pregnant. I can confirm it.
I can confirm that too. How's everyone's Sunday been?
Sometimes I feel like I'm in like the 36th month. How long do elephants stay pregnant?
2 years.
How long is elephant pregnant? 18 to 22 months for the Asian elephant, and African bush elephant is 22 months. So yeah, close to 2 years.
That seems absolutely horrible, to be honest. 2 years.
I mean, they're also huge creatures.
Yeah, but still.
How long are whales pregnant? How long are whales?
Not 2 years, I think. Also a year.
Depending on the type of whale, between 10 and 18 months. Sperm whale, 14 to 16. I always found her name funny. Because,
Kinda,
sperm whale.
Someone probably named it and thought that.
Yeah, what are we gonna call this magnificent beast of the wild? Sperm. Something like that. Just chilling, crocheting some stuff to put onto my cardigan. Nice, nice. Take mental health days and it was much needed. You take your breaks whenever you feel like it. That is a very important lesson to learn. The earlier the better for everybody.
What are you currently crocheting to put on?
I'm proud of you for not saying crotching.
I mean, it's a close one, but it helps.
I know you wanted to say crotching.
It helps that you already said it. And then it's like, oh yeah, I shouldn't say crotching.
I figured it would be that, but I don't know, I didn't want to let you go first. Because I didn't want to debate crotching again. Having FOMO from the Pokemon Go Fest in London. Kind of wanted to go, and all the pics uploaded onto Pokemon Go UK Facebook page looked so fun.
Can't you go?
I don't think you are missing out that much, honestly.
That is what you could also consider instead of going to the one in London is getting the global ticket. That's what we did.
No, that's what you did.
I mean, that's what I did, but I bought you a ticket too.
Yeah.
And it's like...
I told you not to, but you did, yeah. Thank you.
Going is expensive, yeah, that is very true.
Yeah.
We went to the one, did we go to the one in Berlin? 2 years ago?
Last year in summer.
Oh yeah, was that last year? For real?
Last year in July, which was when you got COVID.
Oh shit, that feels like so long ago already.
13 months.
We went last year and honestly it was kinda crap. Like the whole organization was like nah.
If you're there for the community aspect, I get it, because like that's cool, because there were a ton of people. Some of them flew from all over the world just to like go there and go to this Pokemon Go Fest. And I'm thinking like, it's amazing that you have the time and the disposable income to fly around the world to play a mobile game.
Lots of people went there for like a vacation. We met a couple of people from Portugal, from Italy, and like Greece who came over to Berlin just for the Pokemon Go weekend. And I'm like, I don't think I would have done it, but apparently the one in Berlin last year was the worst one in years, so it was also a little bit of a bummer. But
it's not meant to sound like a negative towards these people, like more power to you, I'm just jealous, you know. But all of these people came there to spend their time and money on this, and it seemed like a hot mess. Like, I didn't have a ticket. It was in a public park. You just needed to pay like a buck or two entry to go in there. Tifa had the Pokemon Go ticket. And we were there for like 8 hours.
Yeah, we did spend the whole day there.
We were there. We went in when they had just opened. Like 10 minutes after opening. And by then, the line for the merchandise shop was already like, what, 2 hours?
For the merchandise, it was like a no-go. The line was like you said, like 2 to 3 hours. And by the time you were there, most of it was sold out. Like the t-shirts and stuff you could get. Better off getting them on eBay.
If you are going to these things to get like the exclusive merch, like cool. But I didn't see anything that made me go, oh my god, I need to buy this. It was like shirts that I can also probably buy online at some point, or I can design them myself in one of those shops. For the people that had bought the ticket, the Pokemon that spawned were okay. For people like me that didn't have it, they released
there was like nothing through.
No, they seem to have released all the Pokemon nobody cared for. Like, if you have a ranking of the now 1,000 Pokemon that people love, they went in reverse order and released like the negative 12. I don't know. I was salty. I didn't pay for it and I was still disappointed.
Okay, the good thing that was at the event though was all the spawns and the shiny rates, because I got a lot of shinies.
For people that bought the ticket.
Yeah, there were a shit ton of Pokemon. The environmental swap that they did was also kind of cool. Everything else around it kind of sucked. Like, they also had these big balloon Pokemon you could take pictures of, and after like 2 hours all of them broke down.
Yes, we were lucky.
Like,
we were some of the last
like
people that were able to take pictures.
Literally all of them.
Yeah.
They put down some statues and stuff. You could meet some Pokemon Go streamers, which we didn't care about.
No.
You had like this trading area and a what even was it? A battle area thing that also no one really seemed to care about, because there were barely any people.
They also had the cringiest, like...
That's why it's so silent.
Imagine plugging in your earpiece. They also had the cringiest, like, audience participation trivia games. We walked past the stage at some point where, like, the MC asked...
where you could do quizzes.
Like, trivia questions about the game to people, and, like, she did it in English, and a lot of the crowd didn't speak English, or at least didn't understand her. So there was, like, no energy in the room. Like, we stood nearby and listened for like a minute, taking a short break, and then we just left because it was like... It was not
Who's
fun.
Who's excited?
Yeah.
No one? Don't you want this keychain?
What is the maximum CP for this Pokemon that nobody cares about if you get it in a lucky trade and it's max stats? Is it this, that, or this other thing? And people are like... Who would go for the trouble of finding out? Like, who here likes this Pokemon? Nobody? Anyway, the last thing, that's what really drove me over the edge. So, we literally spent all day there. All freaking day.
Yeah, like 10 to 6, I think.
In one of the more remote areas of a park, they had like a replica of a Team Rocket balloon.
Oh yeah,
like
that looked really cool.
From the original anime, and I'm thinking, they announced at some point that there's going to be an event at 5 p.m. So I'm thinking they're blowing up that Team Rocket thing. They're probably going to do some like borderline embarrassing, but also kind of cool, like Team Rocket thing maybe. Maybe they're flying over with a hot air balloon and they're going to do something.
Really cool.
I mean, it would have been... It would have, depending on how they did it, I was expecting like amateur theater level of display, but still, you know, they did something.
It also was because they started blowing up the air balloon too late and it wasn't done until the event was over.
Yeah, so nobody got to see it.
So no one got to see it. Yeah. So sad. Pedensis, how are you doing?
Happy Sunday.
Japan gets all the cool Pokemon, yes.
Yes.
It also has the biggest player base.
And last but not least, you would think that if you have people come to one place and on one day that you as the developer, publisher of the game decided on in advance, weeks, months, and you have the stats, how many people you can feasibly expect to be there because they bought tickets. Plus, you can see all the people logged in, I would think, as an admin. You would imagine they were prepared for the amount of players. Spoilers, they weren't. There was supposed to be the end of day event at 5 p.m. Was it 5?
No, 6.
No, it was supposed to be at 5, an hour before the day was supposed to be over. So they sent people on these golf carts throughout the entire park, like they couldn't do announcements for reasons that elude me. So these two people that we saw in a golf cart drove all the way through the park, zigzag. We're like, hey, there's gonna be a big event in the main plaza at 5. Be there, it's gonna be amazing. So we're like, okay, cool, half an hour to go, cool. We walk around, we're like, okay, we should head back to this place. Golf cart comes back. The event has been delayed. It's now 10 past 5. We're like, okay, take it easy. In the end, they delayed it until 5:45.
Yeah, something like that.
So 45, something like this, 45-minute delay. People were sitting there where they were supposed to be. So like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people sit on this like grassy hill kind of place. It was really nice.
Excuse me? There were like 10,000 people there.
I can't count. A lot of people were sitting there. It was a nice day out. A bit too sunny, but anyway, it was nice. And then you have the MC down there and they're like, thank you all for the people setting up with us. Thank you all for coming here. And now check the games. We're gonna have something that's never been done before. And everybody's like, oh my god, is it gonna be a new legendary Pokemon? Is it gonna be like a shiny Mewtwo or something? Oh my god, it could be Rayquaza, or it could be like people, you could hear them all across the place thinking, oh my god, it's never been done. What's it gonna be? And even me, despite my cynicism, I'm getting kind of hyped up because, you know, everyone's like, oh my god, it never been done. We all get our phones out. And we see that the Pokestops, the 3 that were there, had been turned into raids. And then they popped.
And it turned out to be the same one they had all day.
Yes. Except when they did,
apparently with a higher shiny chance.
Kind of did this. Help me get up, please. And then they didn't. So people had raid passes that you could only use during the event. Tifa she ended up not being able to use 2 of them.
Yeah.
Because she couldn't get back into the game.
The game crashed for the majority of players.
How can you not have
understandable capacity? With like so many people on one spot. Like I can understand it, but it was kind of
I don't. No.
Like all in all, I had fun on that day, but it was kind of disappointing. I'm hoping for the people in London that it's better set up this year.
I have absolutely zero understanding of how you can have Pokemon Go at that point running for 6 freaking years, and you do these events like every 3, 4, 5, 6 months regularly, and you're still not prepared.
I still got the global tickets though, because I'm hoping the spawn rate will be at least like at the Pokemon Go festival back then, and like the shiny rates as well. And that's what I had the most fun with, and it's the only thing I really care about, so I'm hoping it will still be a good weekend.
Counterpoint to this, my experience not having a ticket last year for that thing is, it's not that you get extra stuff for having it, it's that you get punished for not having it. At least if you go there.
The rates were much higher and there were way many more Pokemon.
I'm saying, if you didn't have it, it didn't feel like a regular day in the game, it felt like you were being punished.
Yeah, because they try to motivate people or not motivate people without a ticket to come. They did the same in New York a while ago when they had an event in the park. Like, please don't come to this public
Was it New
park.
York or Chicago? It was one of the earlier ones this year, I believe, where they posted everyone on social media, please stop showing up if you don't have a ticket. Don't come near the event.
Come to this
You're
free
killing
park.
the servers. And I was reading this and I was like, you make billions off of that game. And you don't have the servers? Really? Like, yeah, that's our story.
But yeah, I do get what you're saying. But what I agree with you though, what would be cool with like Pokemon themed stalls, merch and crafters, or just food, Pokemon based food, that would be so cool. But
I don't want to eat a Pidgey.
There wasn't any of that, and that would have been so nice. And they literally only had one merchant stall.
Yeah.
For 10,000 people.
Yeah.
You can, we already said how long the line was, but you can imagine how that went down.
And then we walked past, that was kind of cute though. We walked past this one like super fan who was like super chatty and extroverted, and I don't know how he ended up talking to us.
I had this thingy around my chest to trade Pokemon with. You had like these signs that you could fill out, like, hey, looking for this, offering this, and I tried it out, and then he came like, oh, I got a Pokemon for you, and then we
and then he also told us, well, they said it only opens at 10, but if you just buy a ticket for the park opens at like 8. And the merch store people were already there or something, so he just walked in, went to the merch store alone basically, bought what he wanted, and then at 10 suddenly people just bum rushed the thing. So it's like, you don't even know your own opening times. Maybe it was supposed to be like a nice thing, but I don't know. If you tell me it starts at a time, I expect it to start at a time and not earlier or later, but maybe I'm too German. I don't know.
Call me mommy. Happy Sunday as well.
Hello there. How are you doing?
No, I'm hoping the global ticket will be fun. Like, if you still feel like playing that weekend, and the ticket is valid for 2 days, so I'm hoping it will still be pretty good.
You feeling a bit better now, you? Do you still feel like you're missing out on tons and heaps of fun? Nah.
It's this weekend. No, it's in 2 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. It's 26th until 27th. Or is the one in London earlier?
The thing I have that you got me, it says 26 and 27 because it's like 2 days. Oh, London is today. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Alright. No, I don't feel like I'm missing out. Good. I'm happy we helped you overcome your fear of missing out. Tifa, mission accomplished.
Good job.
Yes! We've done a good deed today.
I can imagine it will still be a hot mess, honestly. I mean, it's Niantic.
Yeah, I mean, how could they not? I mean, look at all of her decisions. Anyway.
Just have a Pokemon Go Fest. Yes,
exactly.
If you plan on playing with the global tickets, then we can all play together.
Yes, I mean, in different locations, but you get the point. Yes.
In spirit.
Yeah. Ace Attorney Case 6-5 yesterday, and man, it might be my favorite one in the series.
Oh, okay. That's still a long time before we're even there.
Turnabout Revolution. That sounds nice. It's still gonna be like, I don't know, 100 years before we get there, but...
Is that also the last case in that series?
Yes, so far, yes.
Okay.
That's the last Ace Attorney
done.
game that has been released so far.
Okay.
Not counting spin-offs and the... Did the spin-off with Layton, like the crossover thing, happen after that? I think so, right? But yeah, it's the last game. Canonically, it's the last game currently in existence. Maybe after they're done re-releasing the trilogies, maybe we'll get a new game. It'd be nice. They still need to release the Edgeworth games.
Well, fair.
Yeah. But think about it, the title consists of 2 words meaning basically the same thing. It works on multiple levels, apparently.
I mean, it sounds kind of cool, doesn't it?
Yes, the word revolution has a power to it. There's a ring to it. You know what what words also have power to them, Tifa? Your recaps.
Well, I can keep this one.
Tifa, what happened the last time we played Zero's Escape Virtue's Last Reward?
I can keep this one surprisingly short. So, we got some spare time before the new doors to the... What do you call them? Game rooms?
We
rooms,
finished the first round of the Ambidex game.
Well, that already happened before.
No, that is what we started with last time.
We started with getting the results.
First round of the Ambidex game, and we were mostly correct with our predictions.
Mostly 1 out of 5 was correct.
I had 2 out of 5.
That is true. That's not mostly.
Better than yours.
I mean, that is true.
Twice as good as your prediction.
I can't deny that. We got betrayed by Alice. We wanted to ally with her. She betrayed us. She's not very nice, so we'll remember that for the next time she needs our help.
She's not very nice because she's all lies. Do a recap.
That's a pretty good one.
I know. Do a recap.
So after we have I believe it was 2.5 hours to explore before the doors to the next rooms would open. So we all decided to go through everything again, see if there was some kind of way to escape.
And we were so slow, we actually did it in real time.
We literally did.
Yeah.
And we didn't even finish it. Still. So we've been exploring all of the places. Everyone has been an infirmary, a lounge, and the place where we were, the crew quarters, and we found a bomb there. Then we spent the next, let's say, 40 minutes discussing about what type of bomb this was.
Yes.
Then we came with analogies that this bomb...
We learned that this bomb isn't just a bomb, which would be bad enough. It is, in fact, an antimatter bomb. So first we had to establish what matter and antimatter are.
It took a long time.
And then we went through the quick maths in our heads. If it is 350 milligrams of this material and 350 milligrams of that, and that E is mc squared, and it's the power of 10,000 nuclear bombs.
And if a man and a woman come together...
No, wait, actually it's helium, so it's micrograms, so it's bad. It's a bomb. We would all die if it goes poof.
We took a lot of words to say that it's a bad bomb.
Then somebody, very much with Jack energy, went like, oh, the little kid, your name is Quark, right? You know what a quark is? A quark? And he's like, no.
The whole conversation was Jack energy.
Jack-splaining times 11, yeah. So then they went Jack-splaining to Quark what a quark is. But then Quark still didn't understand the antimatter bomb thing really, so Phi decided, Quark, do you know what happens when a man meets a woman? Trying to somehow make an analogy of like pregnancy and babies being born?
Not pregnancy. It was like if a man and a woman come together, they disappear because you can't have the two types of antimatter or whatever it is come together.
But a baby is born and it's full of potential.
Baby.
Like the 600 fantastillion, bajillion, gajillion joule energy that get released when the antimatter bomb goes boom.
Well, if you're confused, so were we. So now you had to relive it through. And I believe we're still in the conversation of this bomb.
Something like that, yeah.
And it took, seriously, forever.
Yes.
And we're still not done. So we found a bomb and that's where we are.
Yeah. Mine is going everywhere with whatever is being talked about. I'm so confused. Welcome to the club. The short and sweet of it is...
We walked around, we found a bomb, and we're trying to move on.
Bomb equals bad. Because we're locked in this place. So if bomb goes boom, we all... That's all they needed to say, but somehow they took 40 minutes to explain that concept to us.
Maybe it's going to be important at some point. Like, I personally, if I find a bomb in the room I'm at, I don't really care what kind of bomb it is.
Yeah.
It's like, is it going to kill me? Yes, no, yes? Okay, well, that sucks. If I get far enough, will it still kill me? Yes, no, yes? Okay, well, that also still sucks. Like,
yeah.
That's
but
all I need to know. I don't need to understand the mechanics behind this bomb.
I personally don't care about the material it's made from. Like, bomb bad. Like, good, cool, I'm done. However, there were little throwaway lines every now and then that were, I think, actually more pertinent to the story. We learned that everybody is kind of feeling numb and they are not sure whether this is a symptom of having been drugged and kidnapped and put in this place, because everybody also kind of was like, my head also kind of hurt earlier, whether they also experience those flashbacks, morphogenetic field kind of things. Fi seems to have had them. She's being iffy about it still. We also learned that Clover is doing something mysterious together with Alice, something that she's being trained for because she identified the bomb, but then Alice cut her off quickly and I was like, no, you can't. Anyway, bombs, hahaha. So we're thinking like special forces, something, investigating.
Seem to be the case.
Things. Kaboom, yes, kaboom, exactly. That's all we needed. All we would have needed. Tifa, take this.
Could have made that half an hour it took talking about what type of bomb it is so much shorter.
But we basically spent the 2.5 hours exploring in real time.
Make some space here.
You ready?
I'm ready, I think.
Then why are you not pressing buttons?
So let's get back into this.
Ooh, also the Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright doesn't have a specified canon time, but I'd say it happens between the second and third games. Ooh, maybe we need to put that in between them. That's gonna be extra puzzles.
I'm sure there's like a list of which order to play.
Not that I've seen it. But then again, I try to not look up things about the games we're playing if they have story, because spoilers.
That should be fun. I'll look it up.
I've been burned before, and I will not get burned again.
I'll do it at work.
No, you will get spoiled. That being said, fine, Clover, we're right.
About what again?
There couldn't be a 10th guest.
Oh yeah, we were trying to talk about who placed the bomb there, and then everyone started blaming one another of who it could be. In the end, they tried to blame it on us. And we're like, well, someone else could have come in here, and then everyone was like, oh no.
That's stupid.
Zero
there can't
wouldn't
be another
allow
person
that.
in here, because if there was another person in here, 0 over third would know. But what if there's 2 zeros? One is just an AI. Okay, to avoid confusion, let's call the AI bunny 0 Junior.
And the other one Senior, but we voted against it.
0 Senior.
So let's not make it more confusing.
There couldn't be a 10th guest. 0 Senior was, without a doubt, one of us.
We said we wouldn't do that.
How do you know?
And now we do that.
But if that was the case, then could 0 Senior have planted the bomb? If not, then who had? Alice? Dio? Luna? Kay? Clover? Tenmyuji? Fi? Or... It seemed insane, but could it have been Quark? No. Why would 0 Senior have gone to all the trouble of setting a bomb? To make this game more exciting? To make it seem more dangerous? No, it didn't fit at all. But if that was the case, and the person who planted the bomb was someone other than 0 Senior,
can we move past this topic?
This is bad.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Press the buttons on your bracelet.
Oh.
Oh, finally our time is up.
Thank the Lord. Just played the games on honor of release. There's definitely no spoilers for any game in Layton vs. Red. Heck, the only established Ace Attorney characters that are either in it or mentioned are Wright, Maya, and Edgeworth. Okay.
Oh, that's good. Then it doesn't really matter.
Fair enough. Then I can try to Google that game. Thank you.
Miffo, how are you doing?
Happy Sunday. How are you?
Press them all.
You will be
at the same
confused.
time.
This thing only has 2 buttons, here and there. These, in fact, are not buttons, but
Needles.
needles that inject us with drugs if we mess up. Nah, shit. Is this for real?
We've only got 4 minutes until the chromatic doors open.
How fast time flies when we talk about big babies.
Let's go then.
Bad idea, then I guess. Yes, don't mess with that.
You're right. This bomb thing's gonna have to wait until later.
Alright, come on everybody.
Let's go. Besides, it was right at the end of this.
How fast can we sprint?
This might not be as long as you think.
I guess. Let's just ignore the bomb we just spent like 2 hours discussing. It's
What
fine.
are you gonna do? You
Yeah.
can't move it. You can't do anything with it. And if we don't go through that door, we die sooner
Will
than
we?
that bomb goes off.
How do we know?
Because they already told us if we don't go through that door, we die.
Did they?
Yes.
Oh. I must have been asleep at that point.
Remember when Dio was like, I'm not gonna work along, and then Zero
Oh, yeah,
was
yeah.
like, well, if you don't go
True.
through that door before
Yeah.
the door closes, you get punished.
And now we need to set up groups, right?
Chromatic doors have opened.
Oh, and our group swapped.
Yeah, there's a thing about colors. Oh, and Dio is most likely colorblind.
5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
I just remember that.
So, who are we gonna
The
pair
doors
up
have
with?
opened.
Alice.
We need to figure out who's going where and fast.
So our options this time are...
We don't have time to wait for you to figure it out. Just pay attention. I'm only gonna say this once.
Thanks, Fi.
Alright.
Fi laid out our options.
Good thing we can count on 5.
Option A. Luna and I, yellow, paired with Clover, cyan to open the green door. Tenmuji and Dio, magenta, paired with Alice, yellow to open the red door. Kay and Quark, cyan, paired with Fi, magenta to open the blue door.
Okay, I only care about our option, so us with Clover
And
or...
Option B. Luna and I, yellow, paired with Fi, magenta to open the red door. Tenmuji and Dio, magenta, paired with Clover, cyan to open the blue door. Kay and Quark, cyan, paired with Alice, yellow to open the green door. Option C. Luna and I, yellow, paired with Alice, yellow to open the blue door.
Do we really want to be paired up with Alice again?
I would love to.
Really?
Yes. Tenmuji and Dio, magenta, paired with Fi, magenta to open the green door. Kay and Quark, cyan, paired with Clover, also cyan to open the red door.
You really want to go with Alice again?
Yes.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors.
I should see with Alice for the last time. It's 2 against 1.
Exactly. Okay. How are we going to do this?
We need a system here, or we'll never have time to argue it out. Why don't we let the people who are at the most disadvantage right now decide?
That's me. I'm disadvantaged. The most what?
The people who only have 1 BP.
No, so that would be me, you, and Tenmuji.
No way. I refuse.
Of course you do, bitch. It's your fault that we're in this situation.
Well then, what would you suggest?
We'll be fair and take a vote.
A vote? So we all just like raise our hands for the option we want?
Does it really... Do we not like Alice? We do not like Alice. Alice betrayed us. Alice almost killed us.
She didn't know. She didn't know
That
it would
doesn't
drive us
matter.
to the brink of death.
She still betrayed us. And
She
she's a whatever it takes kind of person. Like, don't let this personality distract you.
Do you see how well-rounded of a character she appears to be? See, I'm thinking I want to get behind that facade and learn more about her. We don't like Alice's personality, but we like Alice's personality. Some people more than others, but I still need to learn what happened between the first game and this one, and I think she's the key to understanding that.
Sure.
So hate her as I might right now, I want to pick her to try to get closer to that.
That's his reasoning.
My 2 reasons.
Exactly.
Hey, she even agrees.
For
So
once.
which one do you want, Alice?
Option C. I want to go with Sigma and Luna.
Same. Thank you. Tough. Pick someone else. But no,
Thank you, Sigma. Of course you wouldn't want to be matched with her.
Yes, I do. But I have bias because I've played the first game. Sigma hasn't. I hope.
Right. Looks like you're not so fond of me anymore.
Can you blame us?
I wonder why.
Do you agree with him, Luna?
I'll just let Sigma decide.
That's the safe option.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
I'd like option C too. Clover and I were a pair for the first round, so I feel that I can trust her.
Oh, how nice it is to be in a pair that you trust.
I know, right?
What about you?
Jealous here.
Wonder what that feels like.
That's fine with me.
So that's 3 votes for option C, counting mine.
Do we even have a choice here?
How about the rest of you?
I'd like to pair up with Sigma and Luna too.
So, option B then.
I like to kind of pair with Vi, especially to learn more about the connection we have.
Fucker or fucker? I mean,
Yes.
pretty sure there is works of fan art that detail both of them. Maybe even in the same work of art. I'd like to go with Vi. You good with that, Luna?
Sure.
I don't even think we have a choice.
I really don't mind.
Then we've got 3 votes for option B.
I'd like to go with option A.
Because you already mentioned your vote.
Is it gonna be a 3-way tie and then Sigma has to decide after all? You want to pair up with Alice? You're a strange duck.
How about you, Tenmyoji?
I don't mind going with option A.
So this didn't help at all.
Remain.
You
Chromatic doors closed.
you can't have a clean vote of 3 options with 9 participants. You need a tiebreaker. You just created.
It's probably gonna
See
be
how we
a...
solve this. So 2 votes for A, 3 votes for B and C. If Clover's vote doesn't decide this thing, we're gonna have to figure something else out.
Which one do you want, Clover?
At least pick a decisive one in this case. Even if you wanted to do like option A, which puts everything even, pick for B or C.
Like, oh my god, I can't decide. Like, there's so many options.
No, she has the pinky.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do.
Oh, you did the thumb thing, so I thought you were doing a call.
No, I
The
wasn't trying to
thumb
call
is,
anybody.
like,
I can't see the
somewhere.
thumbs. So it's like, oh my god.
I want to go with option C.
Quick question. Have we ever seen Clover with both eyes open?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
Quark chose Ally in the first round, and I was with Kay in the first round.
Then that's what we're doing.
Oh, we're stuck with Alice.
Option C had 1 4 votes.
What if we stab her in the next room and then just say it was an accident by the game?
Oh no, she tripped in this knife I was holding out while standing in the room motionless.
She absolutely walked into that.
I hate it when that happens. We're almost out of time and I didn't exactly have a convincing argument.
I think we have a very convincing argument. We don't trust her.
We have 1 convincing argument, Alice has at least 2.
Do you even have a knife? I'm sure we would find something.
We can probably find one. We can cut out a piece of her. Yes, yes, and then argue about when exactly we cut that out. I was going to have to go with a majority.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Skip.
9.
We're done. You don't need to count down. Let us go through. Open it.
Doors are closing.
No, they're already open.
Oh, we should
They
move
open.
people. Move people.
And they stay open for 5 minutes.
Move people.
We could have been in there already.
Move Tifa. Come on, Luna, hurry up. We've got to get to the blue door.
Right.
Let's now just walk into the other door.
They lunged forward all of 6 feet. Luna, Alice and I dashed toward the blue door. I looked over my shoulder in time to see the others disappearing into their doors. Clover, Quark and Kay had ended up with a red door. And Phi, Dio and Tenmuji had gone to the green door.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
And time for the next escape room.
Looks a bit like a oh my lord.
Have I already mentioned that I don't like the look of this map?
There is 3 rooms connected to this. Huh? There are 3 doors here.
It looks like they're all locked, though.
Who built this?
Just a dead end?
Well,
That's a very good question.
Psycho, spoiler for the previous game. As long as I have my hands up, spoilers, so if you want to avoid those because you might watch the other YouTube stuff and don't listen while I have those up. In the previous game, it's explained that the people behind the Nonary Game built this and they're like a huge pharmaceutical companies with infinite amount of money, so they can do whatever they want. Maybe it's the same here.
Yeah, but it wasn't such a maze, even on a ship.
They literally rebuilt the Titanic. Yes, it was that much of a maze.
It didn't look like it on the map though for us. Have you seen the current map? That's the point.
Spoilers over. We will see. Oh, there's a weird lever thing over here.
Try pulling it.
How about you try pulling it?
Hey, what's with all this hostility?
Can you blame us?
Are you still mad about the last AB game?
Yes. Of course I am.
Please don't fight.
Why are you still mad?
Why are you still mad?
Betrayed you?
I almost accidentally caused your death. I didn't know that would happen.
We need to work together, or we're really going to be in trouble. Please.
Nah.
Very well. I'll pull the lever then. Is that okay?
Sure.
You're too nice, Luna.
Yeah, go right ahead.
The fact that Alice still doesn't want to pull that lever says enough. Like, she's only looking out for herself. She doesn't care if she needs to throw Luna under the bus as well.
Meh.
Doesn't matter who does it, as long as it's not her.
Also, real quick, do you think when they made this game, they predicted the future? Because this is set in 2028 and I cannot get over the fact that Luna has the Twitter bird in a cage around her neck. Did they know what was going to happen to Twitter?
That is true. That bird is no longer free.
It's gone.
These 2X have qualms in this game.
Yes.
We didn't at first, but she started it.
That's true. That's true.
We were all about being buddy-buddy with everyone.
Yeah. Only a little betrayal. I mean, it could be argued that they didn't know the full consequences, but please,
no,
please.
That doesn't matter.
Luna equals Elon Musk confirmed.
I knew you couldn't trust those eyes.
I hope not, because if that's the case, I think I hate a character more than Alice right now.
See if I care.
Why is she gonna be mean? To Luna. One of the doors opened.
But only one. I wonder how you open the other ones.
How about you pull it again?
Who cares? We should get moving.
Pull my finger, maybe that will open the other door. Oh?
Oh, that looks fancy. Even has some fruit growing there, or some vegetables.
And we have those hexagonal patterns out there, kind of looking like a dome. Going with we're on a space station somehow? I don't know, but when I see stuff like this, I always think like...
The flashbacks that look like it.
Yeah.
The Twitter app from my phone just looked like I had an adult app on my phone. The new logo is also like an X, no?
Yes.
Okay. Saw some screenshots of it. I already didn't like Twitter before.
There are many good reasons to get rid of X. Previously Twitter.
I'm also not planning on getting on X.
Did you just...
I thought you already did, sorry.
What is this place?
I thought you did the hand movement of continue.
Don't tell me we somehow managed to get outside.
You can't blame that one on me.
I doubt it.
I'm trying to let it go.
Trying.
Yes, trying. I'm not very good at it, but I'm trying.
There's a ceiling up there.
Yeah. I remember the door said bee garden or something. What's a bee garden?
I just want to say though that I saw a shovel in this tiny shed in the back. Like, we can still bury her and say we lost her and couldn't find her anymore.
It would be a shame if she made the wrong step and somehow ended up with a shovel in her face. I mean, horrible. Calling it out now, this is a prototype of a space colony. But why would we be here? I mean, yes, could be. I don't see why we wouldn't be here. But how do you think that would play into the story? To test it? You know what? Fair point.
It stands for something. Maybe beautiful?
I'm still going with a this is all virtual reality.
I'm not sure if this is virtual reality, but the fact that we saw those things, like making it seem that we're on the moon, does make it kind of unbelievable. But then again, we also went with like time travel and more of a genetic field, so...
Time travel is already real in this universe, so I don't see why a space colony would be too far-fetched. I'm just saying. It could be a thing.
If you look at it that way, it could absolutely be a thing.
And with the amount of money floating around with, I forgot the name of Ace's company. Yes, could be.
Could also just be another social experiment.
Or everyone is a robot, no one has eaten yet something or went to a bathroom. That could also be drugs actually. Because I know in the... Oh, I believe I've heard, I've never been in the military, that they sometimes give their soldiers certain drugs to make them not hungry, so that they also don't need to go to the toilet. Which makes sense. I mean, you do need to eat at some point, but you know, if you're not standing in the battlefield, suddenly you go...
We also didn't really care about that in the previous game, so...
Yeah, there they had 9 hours before they died, so I think hunger was like very far back in their minds.
Still, 9 hours is a long time.
When you're running for your life?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think 9 hours becomes laughably short then.
I think you'd be amazed.
Nah. A group of people stuck together, a glass dome around the place here, and a weird mammalian, squeaky-voiced mastermind, a robot that's part of your group. Where else have I heard that? I feel...
Doesn't sound familiar.
Mommy, I feel despair, but I can't put my finger on it. But yes, I see what you're saying. What do you think the B stands for, by the way?
Bountiful, botanical garden, probably that.
Botanical would make sense. I think the B is short for bees.
Bees garden, that would be really cute.
Yes, they have some bees here to make honey and stuff.
It's another beautiful day of saving the bees.
Huh.
No?
This feels like a whole other little world.
It's super nice.
Another
Seems so
world,
relaxing.
you say? Like an oasis in the middle of all this metal.
I feel kind of weird saying this, considering where we are, but this place feels so liberating. All of this green.
It's relaxing.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
It's huge though. We'll wear ourselves ragged trying to search the whole thing.
That's what she said.
This must be the exit.
We
He
need
always
to find the
tries
key
to like pry it open.
Well, you never know.
True, the one time he doesn't try it, it would have worked. Because like Zero forgot to lock the door or something. Damn, well, so much for this being easy. It's locked.
We should split up and look around.
Agreed.
Well, let's get to it then. Seek a way out.
We can absolutely do this.
Hello, not able to join today, but looking forward to watching the watch you / reward later. Hello, Martinard. Thank you for dropping by. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you when we see you.
Everything he said. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, right, that's what he said too.
There's a mushroom.
Say hi to Groundhog.
Yes, please. There's a red spotted mushroom growing in the shadow of this tree.
Let's eat this.
What could go wrong?
I'm guessing we don't eat this. Okay, there's an arrow that way.
We would probably grow bigger and get the ability to...
Oh, here's the save.
Break blocks and stuff.
There's a circular indentation in this panel. And there are 2 fan-shaped holes inside it. But look carefully. Those fans are connected.
It looks like a butterfly. Butterfly garden?
That could be, but there are literally no butterflies. Can I click on this?
Hard to animate.
We're going to have to cross the water to get over there. Please be careful. If you slip, you could fall into the stream.
This doesn't look very... Like, yeah, it would be nice to not get our feet wet, but it looks very doable. Okay. Clicking the blue arrow makes us go to the next area.
We have a metal rod, a metal shaft. The tip has an octagon. Stop laughing.
No. Wait, please. I have a mind of a 12-year-old. Do the whole line and try to do it with a straight face.
A metal shaft. The tip has an octagonal hole. Like, it's not hard to do this with a straight face. It's just you. It's just you.
I'm just saying, if we are all robots, maybe there's more than one of these. But anyway.
I thought we were gonna split up, people. Why are you following us?
We've got that main character energy going.
It looks kind of like a wrench.
Yes, it does. Aren't you guys tired? Why don't we rest on this bench for a while?
The water from the waterfall splashes all over it, though. If we sit here, won't our butts get wet?
Damn it. I've been made. Okay, now we know what Sigma is actually thinking about. Good.
Well, there's something behind the waterfall.
Of course there is. This is a video game, Tifa.
Wow. They even made a waterfall. Hold on. Doesn't it look like there's something built into the rock wall behind the waterfall?
Yeah, the walkway goes under it, doesn't it? I wonder what's back there.
Well, can we go?
It looks like there's something built into the rock wall behind the waterfall. We can't get to it though.
Well, you could, you'll just get wet. But
Are we robots? Are we afraid of water?
I'm guessing we need to turn off the water somehow and then go there.
There's your treasure behind the waterfall, Jack. Why? Are you standing behind it? No.
How sweet.
I know, right?
Let's press buttons.
I was first gonna say Tifa, but this felt more like an opportunity. We have 3 red buttons on the panel.
I pushed them, but nothing happened. Do you think they're broken? Maybe you just need to press them in a specific order?
2, 3, 1.
I just did that.
No, you didn't.
I did that earlier.
2, 3, 1.
Yeah, and nothing happened.
Wow. I am a treasure. You should get a new nickname. Honest Treasure.
Aww.
Huh? There's something next to my foot.
A bronze key. Doesn't that look fancy?
Okay. A small copper key. Probably goes in a keyhole. I mean, what else do you do with a key?
Probably goes in a keyhole. I'm glad
Hello, Evie. Happy, good nom-nom-nomming to you as well. How are you doing?
How's your Sunday coming along?
Does this shovel have an extra handle, like a scythe?
Kinda does look like it.
Or like a...
Maybe we can detach this.
That's the wrench.
How would a wrench be stuck to a shovel?
All the items we get are aligned in like this three-dimensional circle.
It
just looks like
it. Yeah.
I was thinking, why would a shovel have an extra handle? Like,
yeah, like this, it looks a bit weird.
you know the last game that I remember that did item menus like this? Tomb Raider.
Really?
Yeah.
Never played it.
We should at some point.
Also never seen it.
You've never watched or seen somebody play?
No.
Maybe we'll play it. The games have aged very badly.
Aren't there also movies?
That's not the same thing.
Well, I also haven't seen that. A steel-colored shovel. It's not rusty at all. Maybe keeping it in the shed kept it from rusting.
That's not how moisture in the air works. This had to be for digging stuff up. I can't think of any other use for it.
Why do I even examine these things?
I can think of a use. Alice, could you stand over there for a second?
Anything in range here? No, not really.
No.
Swap this way.
Is that
a paprika? And a coin.
Hey, it's a paprika.
No, that's a pepper. Probably a bell pepper. Which is the same thing. Paprika is what you call the spice you make from them. No, that's paprika powder.
Yeah, in German it's both called paprika. And I think it's the same in Dutch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Huh. Why is it split in half?
I'm not sure. Wait, is there something in there?
Oh yeah. Let me take a look.
A
yellow coin. Oh, we got a smart ass. Me or her? Because both is kind of true. If she hadn't said it, I would have. I'm just saying. I didn't think a colored coin would be made of metal.
Luna, you can get lots of different colored coins by using different alloys. I saw a 5-cent coin made from brass once and a 10-cent coin made from bronze. I've seen people using a metal detector to search for coins on those shows where they hunt for treasure.
Yeah, I guess if coins are metal, that would make sense.
Stop asking questions, Sigma, or saying you don't know.
Pepper that's been split in half. This is where I found the yellow coin.
The coin was inside this pepper, right? Maybe there are things in the other vegetables too. So that's the hint that we need to cut all of this open.
Do you think there might be coins in these tomatoes too?
Maybe. But there are an awful lot of them, and they all look the same. Yeah, there's like 6.
If only I had a way to tell which tomato had a coin in it. Are you telling me that we need to get like a metal detector instead of just...
We could just smash
cutting the tomatoes or smashing them with a... Looks like someone's planted some onions here.
Do you think there might be a coin in one of them? This garden isn't this big. Come on, people.
How can we figure out which one of these tomatoes has the coin in it? It's just smash them or eat them. Cucumber. Cucumber.
These cucumbers are so long.
That's what she said.
Do you think there might be a coin in one of them?
Maybe we should just go through one by one and bite into them.
That's not a good idea. There's got to be something we could use to make it easier. Okay, so we don't want food.
We don't, we reject food when we get the chance. It's just a flower pot. There's nothing special about it at all.
Wait! Don't people usually hide their house keys under a flower pot or in the mailbox?
Some people do. They do?
Just trust me. I'm sure there's something under there.
A silver key. A small silver key. Probably goes in a keyhole. I mean, what else do you do with a key?
Okay, we're not checking those keys anymore. I like how nice we are and shove it back.
Somebody went through a lot of trouble of setting up everything like this, so we're gonna respect that and move it back. It makes sense.
Oh, we have tree knowledge. To me, this is a
Tree.
big tree.
Yeah, it looks nice, but yeah. A large Japanese Zelkova tree.
No, okay.
Is that a common thing that I just don't know?
No. What a nice stream.
Thank you. We're trying our best.
It's too bad there aren't any fish. So you would have eaten the fish? Oh, look.
Oh.
Mushroom goes in the silver box, but we couldn't do anything with the mushroom.
What?
Maybe we need... Oh, maybe with the shovel we can like scoop it out of the ground.
Okay.
We need... What is this? Moss and plants.
Looks like an island to me. Like an island, a mushroom and flowers.
This is where we are walking. This is where we came in.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the waterfall is. This is where we're currently standing. The vegetable path is here, just below the tree. This is the Japanese tree we just looked at,
Yeah.
and now we still need to go here.
Try to use the shovel on the tomatoes.
How about I make a full round first? Maybe
Sure.
we still pick up another item.
Sounds like a plan.
Like, oh, these things.
A white flower with green leaves.
It says skunk cabbage. Skunk cabbage.
I didn't know that's a thing.
Like, I know these things.
I've never seen that before.
Really?
I don't think I've ever seen a skunk cabbage in my life.
I've seen these plants. They sometimes will sell them in stores and stuff, but...
As like flowers or as
Yeah.
something to eat?
No,
because
as
it has
flowers.
cabbage in its name.
No, as flowers. You can't eat those, I think.
Then why is it called a cabbage? That's misleading.
Because of the way the thingies grow, I suppose. But I've never... I can't think of the name. Not in English.
Stinktierkohl. That's German, I think.
The white flower part is actually a leaf.
Can you use the shovel on that?
Let's have a look. You're going to dig up the skunk cabbage? Poor thing. It's never done anything to you.
Don't worry, I'll replant it when we're done. Yeah, why wouldn't we?
So we can use the shovel on the mushroom too.
Box with gold lid.
Where did we get the box from?
A box with a gold lid, huh? Snazzy.
Oh, that's what the picture meant. Not that you have to put these items in a box,
Yeah.
but that there's a box under them.
There's an opening though. If only we could combine that with a golden key we found.
Did we already get the golden one? No, we got a bronze.
Oh damn, yeah. Alright,
That's the one key we don't have yet.
of course. It's a lion. It looks like there's some sort of tile mosaic on the bottom of a pond.
A lion. Oh wait.
Yeah. It looks like a lion, alright. It's kind of cute. But also like it has a gun in its mouth.
Yeah, it looks a bit mad.
Like it's gonna shoot stuff at you. Oh god, we're gonna go with...
A metal detector.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, we need that for the fruit.
Mm-hmm.
This is a metal detector. It's pretty much what it says on the tin. You use it to detect metal. What sort of a range do you think it has? It depends on the amount of metal. Large objects can be detected even if they're several meters underground. That's amazing! But what about small things, like a ring or a screw? Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes you can't find that sort of thing even if it's only a few centimeters underground. Oh, so you need to be pretty close to it for the metal detector to work then. Hey,
What
there's
does
a
that
key.
mean?
This is... It looks like a tombstone.
So the people buried here are Mr. Tu Fui and Mrs. Ego Eris?
What?
Well, that's what it says. Tu Fui Ego Eris.
Is that Latin or something?
Yeah, I think so.
That's an epitaph. Something that they feel represents them, or just a phrase they liked.
What does it mean?
Beats me.
Any ideas, Luna?
It looks like it's Latin, but I don't know what it means either. Did you see this? It looks like there's a keyhole down here near the bottom.
You're right.
we-
You something something. I something something. I think I know 2 of the 4 words, except that's not helpful.
I don't think we have the correct thing for that yet.
No.
We'll come back. Anything else here?
Look, another bench.
Ah, look. A knife!
No, we found a knife. Alice should be careful.
Let's first grab this.
A metal scale. There's a plate on each side. On the right plate.
It's
And
a golden
on the
key.
left plate.
It must fit in a keyhole. What else would you do with a key there?
It's a tomato knife.
I examined it.
A small knife.
This is a balance skill. Oh right, you can put things on the plates to see what's heavier.
Can you open the drawer? Balance scale. You can use it to weigh things. Oh look.
Okay, that's for the weighing.
I think this is part of something. This part here kind of looks like a butterfly.
Oh, maybe it's a key to put in the thing next to the door where we said, hey, it looks like a butterfly.
Yeah.
Maybe it fits in and then you can turn it.
I don't see a butterfly on it so far.
Let's have a look. Yeah, I can see that. Like the wings. Can I flip this? No. The other side is sort of an octagon shape. This is definitely...
Oh god, octagons.
This definitely needs to fit in there.
You were, I will be, I believe. Okay.
You were, I will be.
Kind of profound.
Are we at the end? Yes, we are.
A knife! Hey Alice, could you go over there to the corner with your back turned towards us? And then run backwards. Oops!
Let's get the metal detector first. Where is that thing?
The opposite way.
Actually, wait. Let's first combine this thing with the gold key.
Torn scrap of paper.
Okay, part of... oh. Ah. Of course it's the other way.
The menu, boss!
Now we use this on the tomatoes. Oh! The metal detector seems to be responding to this tomato.
Alright, grab it.
And without the knife it wouldn't have worked because how would we get the coin out of the tomato? I can't use my bare hands. Wanna bet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Did it react to any of the others?
No, just this one. Here you go.
And now you combine the freshly picked tomato with a knife because you can't use your hands or your teeth.
The
Who would have
red
thought?
coin. Now we use it on the onion. Aren't the coins made of metal? You've got the perfect way to find them then, don't you?
Really? Yes.
I'm sorry.
It must be rich in iron. Oh my god, imagine if it reacted to all the vegetables and fruit.
Okay, now we go to the onion. Oh, this one! It's reacting to this onion.
Alright, let's dig it up. Are you just lucky or is literally everything that we click a thing?
I think it's just if you click now on the thing in general, it will say, hey, it's found something.
This was the only one that got a reaction, right?
Is this an... oh, that's not part of it.
You were holding an onion.
Oh no! How can we figure out what it is? Oh no.
Cut it open first. Make us cry, Tifa.
Oh, fine. Knife is there.
Use the butterfly thing, smash the onion. Oh,
the white coin. And tomato I already opened.
Damn ninjas, I know, right?
And now cucumber. I don't even see a cucumber on this.
I don't either.
Well, a really tiny one here, I think. Oh look, it's responding.
Okay, can you grab that one then?
Right.
Did any of the others cause any reaction?
No, just this one. Here you go.
At least this game tells us that we don't need to use the metal detector again. That's neat.
Why? Because it's
not
out
like
of
a
the
certain
inventory.
other game we recently played where they don't give you any hints whether you're done in a room or not.
Oh no, the knife is gone.
Did it break after the
get,
cucumber?
We didn't get to use it on Alice yet.
I still got a large shovel.
I mean, that is true. That should do the trick. Oh.
Combine the cucumber with the onion and the tomato to make a salad.
Let's go to the
Be nice
mushroom.
with some spices, but...
Can I click on it here?
I think there's something here, but I can't really tell. Imagine walking there.
Actually, no, mushroom first. I already have the shovel selected. What was the other thing? Mushroom?
A red spotted mushroom. I think I'll try digging here.
What was the last thing we needed to dig up?
The ground.
Oh yeah, like a grass spot.
Yeah.
Silver key, silver key. There you go.
No. Game looks interesting, but who knows? Hello, Aki. Happy Sunday. How are you doing?
It is kind of interesting, can't say so far. How's it going?
A piece of paper I got out of a silver box. 2 opposing edges on it are torn.
Can I already combine this with the other piece? Or do we need all of them?
Torn,
Okay.
no. Do you think we can scrape the vegetable and fruit coins over the paper to make it kind of like moist and sticky? So, I mean, we don't have glue.
No. We're not gonna do that. Now we use this thing on here.
I think this thing goes in there.
Probably. But what do you do after you've put it in?
Well, I could turn it or I could push it.
Use some imagination.
That's what he said.
Be funny. It turns out to be the vegetables actually wasn't part of the puzzle. It was just there for a mini game.
Where we get to make a salad if we want to. That would be lovely.
At least if we had a little picnic, we could throw the hey, these 3 people are robots out of the window.
True. Good thing we're talking about food because Aki is making breakfast. Nice. What are you gonna have?
What's for our breakfast today? If we just needed to push it, we just need a stick, not this weird thing. But this is what fits. Don't think you'd be able to get a good enough grip to turn it either. We need to still attach it to the wrench. Attaching some kind of bar to the end where and there would give you the leverage you need though. Of course we need to combine
Physics.
this too. Look
Sandwiches.
what we found.
Nice. I hope they're gonna be delicious. Please enjoy.
Could totally have breakfast sandwiches.
Clonk. The handle fits perfectly into the hole of the wall.
Good, now try turning it. How about you turn it, Alice? Oh. Oh, we dropped the sun.
When I turned the handle, it got dark.
It looks like the light up there went down. Maybe the light was a sort of surrogate sun. If that's the case, it didn't just get dark, it became nighttime. So the garden needs nighttime? I guess so. Or maybe there's some hidden meaning in switching from night to day.
The tomatoes need sleep. Let's go see if anything's changed now that it's dark.
You know, now that it's this late, I think it's time for a break before the sun comes up.
That's a good idea. BRB.
BRB. We're back.
We are. Reminds me of a sitcom I watched where one of the characters had made his own board game, The Ultimate Monopoly Killer, as he called it, and one of the players drew a card and said, "You've got an iron faction. What does that entail?" "Well, I don't know, it itches."
That's the worst
Isn't
thing. I hate it. I hate an itchy eyeball. It's so
Yes,
annoying.
I agree. My iron factions are not nice. I'm thinking, isn't that from How I Met Your Mother?
Never seen it, so I don't know.
I think it's from that. I'm not sure. You tell us. So let's go see what's changed.
If we want it to be afternoon again, all we have to do is turn the handle, right?
It's from a Swedish sitcom. There is a similar scene in How I Met Your Mother.
Let's get this.
Stop. What did you just do? You yeeted the mouse cursor all the way over to the other screen and you were about to end the stream.
I was going back, but there's something that's scratching on the...
Yes, ignore that. You're making the mouse move when you do this.
Yeah, but just don't click then. Here, now it's gone. Didn't you hear the scratching sound over the desk?
Yeah, but I don't care.
Oh, wow. Well,
So,
it's gone.
We've got coins. And it's a bit darker now.
Let's find that. Okay, that's where we need to put the coins in, because there's 4 circles.
Probably.
Oh, look, there's a star there. Oh, there's also one here. Hey, look at that. Are these stars? Maybe the idea was that when night falls, the stars come out?
Purple.
Blue.
Blue.
Let me write down this order.
Yeah, I've got it. Yellow.
Purple, blue. Oh. Yellow, green, red.
Purple, blue,
Yellow,
red.
green, and then a big red one.
Okay.
The star showed up once night fell. I wonder if there's some significance to that.
The star is purple.
It's so small and cute.
So far I found 1 star. So we need to individually look at them. That camera thingy wasn't enough.
I wanted to actually click on this hill because this looks like a grass patch we can... What?
You keep pressing W for no reason and then the cursor just goes whoop.
It's to move the screen. I'm not pressing W.
You just did. That's when I moved. There you go.
That thing you mean?
Yes.
How do I make that disappear?
You just stop pressing these buttons. Why are you spinning?
We still need to dig up one thing. I'm trying to look at a diggable spot.
Yeah, same. This one's blue.
I feel like I could just reach out and grab it.
How romantic.
Well, I am a woman. It looks a little large for me to carry though. Doesn't look that big.
So far I found 2 stars. Is she implying that every woman is a romantic?
Yellow was next, right? Yeah, the green one is just before the red one.
The star's yellow.
The size, shape and color are all exactly what I'd expect from a star. I guess you could say this is a typical star. I would say it's mid-sized.
So far I found 3 stars.
I think we need to do something with the size. Red is definitely the biggest one.
Yeah, I got it.
Green is the smallest one.
Let's check the other stars first.
Because green... Look at how tiny green is.
That star looks pretty green.
That's a pretty small star. I'm impressed you even saw it.
So far I found 4 stars.
Alright. And then the super big one...
1 sec.
Is the red one.
This star is definitely red.
The light is right underneath it. This is a big star.
So far I found 5 stars.
Okay, whatever this is gonna mean. What I'm saying is you're a very basic star.
Star?
These poor things.
No, you're basic, Alice. Where do we need to dig, Tifa? I'm guessing on the little island where the river bends. Nope.
Does it maybe... Oh.
It's too dark to tell what's going on. Left, there.
Yeah, I tried.
It's really dark, I can barely see.
And then I kept going to the star, remember?
Sounds like a you problem.
See? Like I click on here and it goes there.
Because you can only dig during the day.
You think?
Yes, because it's too dark to see.
Then let's make it daytime again.
I wish I could just change time like this.
Nope.
Turning the handle back made the room bright again.
The light that went down when you turned the night on came back up. So now the sun is out and it's gone from night to afternoon.
We turned the night off. What is that? Maybe I should go take a look. Maybe I should go take a closer look.
Let's try to dig again.
It looks blurry as hell. Alright, let's try digging here.
I think that's the... Oh look, this is different than the rest.
Oh, I'm serious. Looking at that makes my eyes give me a headache.
It kinda does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Paper with dots. This piece of paper has 7 red dots on it and an arrow running down the left edge.
Maybe we're supposed to read this in the direction of the arrow. It looks like the dots are all either in the middle, on the left, or on the right.
So, stop moving.
Oh.
Stop moving! What does she do?
I was trying to put it straight for you.
Please don't. Just don't. It's beautiful, Tifa. 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3. Go back to the buttons.
Oh, buttons.
Yeah, and please, leave that screen. Leave that screen, please. Looking at it makes me get a headache. Are we gone?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, you couldn't see in the background. I haven't the buttons.
What buttons?
Oh, you mean these buttons?
Yes. Where else have you seen buttons?
So
Left,
it would be 1.
left, right, right, left.
Oh. A control panel with buttons. Okay.
I'm trying to press them.
I think that resetted it. So 1.
Yes.
1, 1, 1 here again.
Middle.
2 in the middle.
Middle, right.
I think we're on the right track, but...
Is down a button? I mean, I needed to say it 14 times for Tifa to start pressing the button, so probably yes. Oh, you need to press them in a not Tifa time frame.
No, I think it was because she interrupted, it didn't necessarily reset.
That's so nice of Luna. The waterfall stopped.
Also, down can be everything you want to be. I know Morse code, it says I guess that was the waterfall control panel. And now we put coins in this. Oh, it's the color of the stars.
But there were 5 stars.
Yeah, but let's ignore the red one for now. Let's start with this one. What was the one after green? Oh,
There are
maybe
4 indentations in the metal plate that look like they would fit for coins.
I'm guessing just putting coins in holes randomly won't do as much good.
Don't put coins in holes either.
There are less than signs in between all the indentations.
Indentations, Tifa. What?
Indentations. I said that.
You said the word 4 times and you said it 4 times differently.
Yeah, because first I thought she said something else and then I was like, it didn't work. And I said it right. What do you mean?
So down can be what Tifa is with cannibalism?
I mean, yes.
I think Tifa is down with a sickness.
I bet that has something to do with coins go where. With what coins go where? Our coins are all the same shape and size though. How are we supposed to compare them? Wait. Wait? I think I saw a scale around here somewhere. No, we're not going by weight. We can use that to compare weights.
Yes, we should. Get that coin back.
No, we're first doing size. Oh.
They are all the same size, you fool!
They are the color of the stars, aren't they?
There were 5 stars.
Yeah, let's go with this first.
There was no white star.
Which side is it? This one is smaller than what's here.
It's the exact opposite of.
Okay, then green goes there. What was the one after green? Just entertain me for a second.
Blue.
Okay. So, weighing.
You're welcome, everybody. Mostly me. Jack, green is definitely the smallest star. Tifa, everything else smaller than green.
A balance scale. I can use this to see how heavy things are.
I should weigh the coins with this, huh?
Alice, bend forward.
Drag the coins to place them on the plate. You can press the check button on the scale to compare the weights of the coins placed on it. Once you finish weighing them, please press the reset button.
Okay.
Wait.
Green is heavier than yellow.
Wait. Replace the yellow one.
Green. Heavier than white.
Okay.
So green is the heaviest.
Green is the last one. She had that right.
I was right. Thank you, Badinsis. I'm just saying, I had 1 out of 4 right without. This was more for genetic fields.
She could have brute forced it accidentally.
I'm just saying, if you would have let me, this might have worked. Let's go with yellow. Yellow, heavier than white.
Wait, stop, I need to write this down.
Yes, I'm not going on yet, am I? I'm setting up. Yellow, heavier than red.
No, Tifa. Oh, wait.
Do you want to argue this outcome?
No, I'm just being dumb.
Please argue the outcome.
Okay.
What do you mean filled?
What? I just flew everywhere. Objection! Apparently.
I meant you argue the outcome, not the skills.
Apparently I'm a scale now. I mean, I'll take it, but...
Just try to eat. Do you think it's broken? Let's see. Oh, I get it. If you use the skill more than 5 times, it triggers this spring, which makes the whole thing shake. It will do the same thing if you stop using it before you've reached 5 times. Oh, right. We need to pick up all the coins. Don't tell me we...
Now I've got the coins. I swear, if we had to walk around and redo the puzzles, I would have screamed.
Well, we were almost done though.
No, I don't think we were.
Drag the coins again. What was the last one?
We were still trying to figure out the yellow coin, Tifa.
No, yellow was heavier than red, yellow was heavier than white, and we already know green. So we're done with yellow.
So we've got the last two. Now we just need to figure out silver and red.
We should have that now. And silver is heavier than red. So it's...
red, silver, yellow, gold, green.
Very good.
Yeah. Red, silver, yellow, green. Yeah. Have her weights been re-randomized? Oh my god.
You don't think... no. Would they really do that?
It doesn't look like it.
Though, actually you can do one more time, I think, before... It's still the same, right?
Oh.
There it goes. They went everywhere again. Guess we can't just take our time here. We'll give you 2 more tries to try and figure out the weight. If you can't manage it, we're going to have to take over. She's right. If you keep this up, the skill might break. Excuse me? I figured it out.
If you start the scale game again and I couldn't tell you because Tifa is clicking.
Oh, that was the same text. Like if you start it again, you have 5 times.
Oh, good. Not that I could tell you.
Now I've got the coins. Like it just goes in a loop. Let's go back.
Imagine if every time it changed the weight of the coins.
That would have sucked.
Because it yeets them so hard, they just change.
I just want to say, this is the exact order I would have gone with.
You know you can press a button for that, right?
That is handy.
Yeah, I know.
But what comes next again? I forgot which order
Red is the first one.
I forgot which order I would have gone with.
Silver to the left. And if you now ask whether...
Excuse me?
Why did you leave?
I didn't leave.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yes, you pressed Q to leave.
Oh.
Please stop pressing buttons.
Oh, well that's because you showed me the V button.
What does V and Q have anything to do with each other, Tifa?
Well, my fingers got confused.
Can you please get that fixed?
Where did the yellow go again?
Up your... into this... No, into the second one.
Second one.
No, red is the first one. Thank you. Oh, what's that noise?
It sounded like something unlocking. And...
I guess it wasn't just a panel. It was actually a door.
And there's a screen inside of it. Oh.
Have you been infected by Beth's fingers with her individual brains? I have no words.
Maybe a little bit.
Silver.
Also, Evidences, thank you.
Blue. So Was it brown?
Go with orange.
The top right, Tifa says, is orange.
It looks kind of dark orange to me.
That's a light brown.
It's a light brown.
We can argue bronze.
I can go with... That's orange, Jack. Thank you.
Nah.
I'll take it.
Uh-uh.
I mean, it's somewhere in between, but it's more orange than anything.
Nah. I disagree.
I agree with Tifa. Thank you. That's 3-1. It's orange.
Tifa.
Are you the colorblind one?
Tifa, bottom left.
Are you 0?
Bottom left.
Bottom left.
What color is that?
Magenta. I'll go with purple.
I was also going to say magenta because it's kind of a thing. Magenta, cyan, yellow.
To me, this is just purple and this is light blue. It's dark orange or brown. I'm split on this. If you're split, it's orange.
Thank you, Honest Psycho. Thank you for having my back.
But that's not having your back. It's more on the orange side because orange came first. This is a mine thing.
Okay. I wrote down brown. Silver, blue, orange, green. I can't read that. It says orange. No, I said I'm on neither side. Thank you for having my back.
This is a psychological thing. You said orange first, which means orange is the first thing that came to mind.
It's
so
a psychological thing.
So you're more on the orange side.
It's showing 9 stars. Person, woman, man, camera, TV. I could now be a president.
What are we supposed to do with them?
Got that back.
Well, why don't you try touching them?
Here, it's brown or dark orange.
It's already too late. Like, it can't be unset. It can't be unthinking on top of. Unthinking of. TV. Camera.
Dishonest Psycho. Press the star buttons in the correct order.
Press them in the correct order. Well, let's just go with something. Oh, 5. Oh, the order of the stars we've seen. That was...
Okay.
It started with magenta.
We start with purple.
Yeah.
Then blue.
But which kind of blue was it?
Yeah.
Dark blue.
Yes. Then yellow.
Yellow,
green,
then green, then red. Ha!
There we go.
That was easy.
Completed. Awesome. Solved it.
Good work. That was easy.
Look at the screen. 1 sec.
Hey, we got star, sun, sun. Easy. You don't need to write it down.
Yes, I do, because I still want the other one.
Yeah, but I'll remember this and we can already open.
No, you don't. Sun. Sun. We're not leaving this place until we get the other solution.
Also, this might be easier with the memo.
Honestly, I might actually call it ochre. Yeah, I can agree with that.
I can also stand behind it. But for simplicity, orange. Huh?
Aren't you glad we finished this puzzle? Huh?
I solved it.
Wait, this is...
The safe password! Nice, blah blah, view it in the menu.
Press the thing again. Okay.
Same puzzle.
Now
go backwards.
I think we now need to press the color that is related to the one we found. You know, there's like an opposite color.
Oh, can I Google the color scheme?
What was the opposite of magenta?
Can I Google the color scheme? I'll Google color schemes.
What are you gonna Google color schemes? You would need to know which one. I know Mothernaut mentioned them the other day, but I don't remember the words.
There's a map for this.
Okay. Oh, you actually found one.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course, there's a different. Magenta is
It's
green.
magenta.
Also good is green.
No, oh yeah, okay.
The opposite is green.
Green.
What came after that?
Blue.
Blue is yellow.
Mm-hmm. Yellow.
That's blue.
Okay, so that can't be it.
Why? Then you press blue after.
Oh, okay. So we had
I forgot. We had green,
yellow,
then blue.
blue. Next is green, that's magenta.
Yeah. And the last one was red. That's cyan, so the bottom one.
No. Or let's do them in the order of size. So take that thing. Let's go smallest to biggest.
Normal color, right?
Yeah, purple.
Purple.
Yellow. Actually, no, reset. Retry.
Purple.
No.
Oh. I thought the yellow was wrong.
Imagine listening.
You said reset after yellow.
Yes, and?
Well, that's why I thought the yellow was
And
wrong.
green. Purple.
So much complaining. Purple.
Yellow. Blue.
Which blue?
Blue. Red. Okay, let's go with the others one. Let's try the same order but the other blue. Green. Purple. Cyan. I messed it up again. Retry. Green. Purple. Yellow. Cyan. Red.
That's exactly what you said earlier.
No, I said blue. Then you clicked the top one, right?
Yeah, but then after we did the cyan one and then you said, oh, I fucked it up.
Yeah, because that was order wrong. Perhaps backwards size order?
Same order.
Let's try that. Red.
Red.
Blue.
Blue.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Purple.
Purple.
Green.
Green.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Good job.
Thought so. I hope that's not too backseaty. We would have tried that next, so no, it wasn't.
It's all good.
Thought so. Again.
You did it!
Hey, check out the screen.
We're pretty good. Whoa, what's going on? The screen's changed.
I hope you know the password, because Tifa just clicking things and now it's gone.
The password is saved, it's fine.
Show me.
Password, there you go.
I hate you. I hate you. Why does it save that? Why? Why can't I have my cake and eat it too?
That's why I'm saying I don't get why you keep spending so much time writing this all down.
Because it makes me feel like I'm doing something while you're in control. Meh.
This is a safe, right? It looks like one at least. There was a safe that looked like this in the crew quarters too.
Let's see if we can get it open. Alright, let's do the second one first, please. If it now locks us out of a room because we finished it.
It didn't lock us out earlier too. In the crew quarters we also did one first and then the second. Why are you being so salty about everything today?
Because it goes against... I'm not salty today, I'm salty because of you. It has nothing to do with the time and place. If you have the secret solution to something, my instincts in video games always tell me you should do that one first. What if doing the correct solution triggers the next thing?
But we already know it doesn't.
Oh, you've played the game before?
We've played the previous room before.
Maybe
Why
this
would
one,
they suddenly
maybe
change
one
this
acts
mechanic?
I don't know.
No, I don't think
I'm
so.
not the game designer.
But I am. My dad owns Sony.
What?
Fun.
What? They're doing that to not force people to write down each and everything.
Well, thank you.
But all the papers I have. Maybe this was made for a portable platform first. Yeah, fair enough. It would be annoying if you sit like in the bus or in a train and then you have to get out a spreadsheet or something.
I like how he wants to read through all the options and explanations and texts, and he keeps reading the same thing and he doesn't even register it. So why do we even read that?
Because you keep clicking on them. Clearly, one of us needs to be told multiple times. Yes, it opened.
You did it! I mean, Tifa did. Good job, Tifa.
She's been marked.
There's a lot of stuff in here. Let's have a look at it then. First off, look at this map. This looks like a map. On the upper left it says Floor B. The map we found in the crew quarters said Floor A. So Floor A is the top floor and B is the bottom floor? I mean, I know we took the elevator down to get here, so... Oh, it went down. Didn't register.
Right.
Let's keep going. There are more things in the safe. This is... Hey, the key card.
The key card.
It has a moon on it. That means...
Yeah, this is the moon card that the announcement was talking about.
2 pointy sticks that you can ram straight in our back.
2 pointy sticks?
2 pointy ends.
Oh, okay.
That makes more sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, but first didn't make any sense at all, so by virtue of that, yes, it makes way more sense.
I keep being distracted by the color chart now. Thank you, you are very helpful. There's 2 of them in here, just like with the sun card.
You should take one, Alice.
Why?
Well, you're solo. Luna and I'll take one and you take the other one.
Right. Thanks.
So, what we've got next?
It looks like a piece of paper.
Oh my god.
This looks confusing. Nevada test site.
Are we
in Area 9?
First of all, what is a rhizome?
I have no clue.
That seems like a chemistry thing. Or biology, maybe?
A building?
Or that. I guess we are not in space, but we are once again in Nevada.
That seems to be the case. This is a route. Like you can follow it with 2 exits. Confusing.
Wait!
We go here, we go here. Whoop.
This is the Nonary Game.
Why is this the Nonary Game?
Wait, we could be in space. Rhizome 9 is the name of a space colony station thing that they built. And then you have a Nevada test site. The Nonary Game exists so that 2 groups solve the same puzzles and give each other information.
So you think one is in space, one is in the other test site?
Yes.
And we're part of group A?
Yes.
Or one group?
Exactly, and every time a puzzle happens is at one of those intersections where they're closest to each other.
That could be, even though that's very little.
Why? It's 5 tests.
Oh, sorry. I keep picking up the mouse.
You can't see this, but when I try to take over control for the mouse, I lift Tifa's hand. And every time, there is a 99% chance Tifa lifts the mouse. Yes, please throw it at me. So, one group starts the game here.
Yeah.
The other group comes from... I have no idea where. So, here we intersect. Here we do, when this thing goes around. D, B, A, E, and out. And the other one starts up here, goes like this. Whoop, 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 whoop. So, my question is it... There's gonna be 5 puzzle rooms then. Or up to 5, depending on when we die, probably. What happens in E?
Yeah, the red dot is kind of weird. Maybe only one group gets out, the other doesn't? And that's like a deciding...
E is a freeway connection. Wait.
Well, let's press A and see what happens.
Wait, they intersect at... At E, they intersect.
Let's press A.
I'm guessing at E we meet up with the other group.
If we're really at 2 different locations, that seems odd.
What is this?
Some kind of diagram. Doesn't make any sense. I wonder what it is.
Oh, well, just forget about it for now. We can always come back to it later.
There's 2 more things in here. What's this?
Okay.
It looks like a note. It says IG is immunoglobulin.
Immunoglobulin. Something with blood. What's immunoglobulin?
It's another word for an antibody. Do you think maybe that's part of the thing we need to disengage the bomb?
You mean like the thing in your body that fights off bacteria and viruses and stuff?
Yes. So what is this supposed to tell us?
I'm guessing, by the way, that somebody has registered an Instagram account with that name and is a super fan of this game. Like Instagram is that.
Honestly, I have no idea.
The only thing left is the key.
That must be the key to the exit. Yeah, I think you're right. We should be able to use it to open the door. Also, is it just me or was this room way easier than the crew quarters?
We're just that smart. Awesome, what are we waiting for?
Everything here felt more straightforward. And it helped that there were no doors in between.
Yeah. And then Sigma automatically opened the door and Jack was right.
Now what was the other one?
I'm not telling you, use the game.
You wrote it down after all.
What?
I want you to use the notes.
Why don't you try the archive?
You went through all that trouble to write it down.
I don't know where I put the paper.
I would like you to use your notes.
Arch as in archives. Exactly. So you knew the answer.
No, I want you to use the notes.
Bitch.
I don't remember.
Then why do you already have 1/3 of the solution? Come on, do the rest.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, I will morphogenetically tell you, okay?
Did it work?
I don't know, you haven't pressed the button yet.
Good job, thank you.
Stop making me useless.
I was giving you your chance.
Meh.
Whoa, it opened again. Is there something inside?
You have found a gold file. To view it, visit the secret tab in the archive.
Oh.
Good. Poor Jack, I know, right?
I think Jack's just complaining.
This says lock on it, so it's probably the lock for this door. Alright, let's open this door.
Yes, let's. Please do.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, we did it in record time.
Awesome.
Good job.
To make you feel even worse for me, I want to tell you a quick story of how adorable I am. Tifa went out today with a friend and watched the Barbie movie. The Barbie movie.
It was really good if you're wondering.
Yes. Without me, because I didn't want to be the third wheel, that's fine. But it was raining really hard all day, and when Tifa left, it was like the one time during the day when it hadn't been raining, so she didn't have an umbrella. So she told me when she'd be here, and I picked her up with an extra umbrella so that she would stay dry coming out of the train.
That was adorable.
Yes, and this is how you thanked me. You don't even want my solutions anymore.
I did want your solutions, and you gave it to me through the morphogenetic field.
Aw, I know, right? And this is how I get betrayed.
I only got both of them correct because you passed the answer to me.
Gonna pass some gas in your general direction later. This was surprisingly comfy. Yeah, I liked this room. Yeah. It was the kind of puzzles that we don't do too bad at. After some trial and error, we got it.
Oh, it was pretty chill.
No sooner had we stepped out of the garden that I saw the 3 people I'd watched leave through the green door sometime earlier. Whoa. Chair agrees.
Chair's like, wow.
Oh.
Didn't expect them to show up here.
Dio! What are you guys doing here?
Jack has a kitchen drawer worth of knives sticking out of his back.
Uh-huh. You wonder maybe why, compared to Tifa at least, I move a lot during the stream. It's my back pain from all the knives. You know? Actually, my chair doesn't have like a, whatever you call this part of a chair, the backrest. This is CGI, because there's no possible way I could sit comfortably back against the back of a chair with all the knives sticking out of it.
Yeah, I'm starting to run out of space, so I started twisting them.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Be happy I carried you through this room, basically.
Tifa, every time you left a puzzle because your fingers just go on the keyboard, an angel lost their wings. Every time Zero's focus goes, Sigma's goes, because you keep pressing the W button for no reason, the same thing happens.
Hope you're not upset with each other for real, yes.
No. What?
No, we're not.
No. There are way more important things than somebody pressing the wrong button in a video game twice. Don't worry. These two are always like this. Yes, but like this is...
Mainly Jack. I just have to suck it up and deal with it.
You are partially right with that statement. You do suck. Wow.
I mean, I can't always deny that. But in this room I did really well.
What are you guys doing here?
We ought to be asking you the same thing.
I'll pretend to...
TMI, Jack. Not that way. The bad way.
I'll just pretend to press buttons here, but I got my keyboard back.
Yeah. My god. The other way you...
This time it wasn't us.
It was literally us. What are you talking about?
Scratchy eyeballs.
I was contemplating for a second going into the you all know the expression you suck in a non-sexual way, right? But I think this is the moment where the more I argue what I actually meant, the worse it gets.
Yeah, I feel that usually happens to me.
Yeah, now I know what it feels like to be you. I don't like that feeling. Oh look, there's dialogue.
How do you get here?
Well, that's a good question, isn't it?
Because one of us wrote down the passwords.
Yes. And sent them in the morphogenetic field. Don't forget that. Because I really didn't remember the passwords.
Is there a sexual way to say you suck? You suck.
Da-da-da.
That's what you meant, right?
You suck. No.
Sigma, hand me the map.
Alice is like...
Yeah, oh my god, facepalm.
Okay, let's get this over with.
Actually, Alice has evolved past the facepalm. She's just like tripoding her forehead. I'm pretty sure the thumb is somewhere. But does Alice suck? Yes, she does, for betraying us.
I have to be on Jack's side here.
Map? Oh, right.
We're still missing a pair, by the way.
I dug the map out of my pocket and spread out in front of us.
You three came in through the blue door, right?
Did we?
Possibly. I don't know.
For conversational sake, yes.
Yeah.
And which room did you go into?
I already don't recall.
The botanical garden room?
This fan-shaped one. It's called the Bee Garden. But
enlighten me. What's the fan-shaped room?
Didn't we go through? Didn't we go through a different door earlier?
I don't remember, honestly. But seriously, which room is fan-shaped on this map?
This one. The one that we were just in, Tifa. Thank you for a follow. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much. How are you doing? That doesn't look like a fan shape.
You don't look like a fan shape. Alice is trying to facepalm, but she's worried about being attacked, so she keeps one eye open and does not let her hand cover her field of view significantly.
Honestly, she's lucky our knife only had 5 uses and disintegrated after we cut open that last cucumber.
I hated it. So annoying. Every time I make a salad, like every second or third ingredient, I need to buy a new knife. It's weird.
A big part of our monthly budget goes to knives.
Yeah. Besides the one stuck in my back still.
Those have the highest durability.
Yeah, somehow, yes. This fan-shaped one, it's called a Bee Garden.
I still don't see a fan.
Bee garden?
It's this big dome with a bunch of plants in it. Look, you can go see it yourself later, alright?
What about you guys?
It's like a Zelda fucking weapon breaking.
I know, right?
Exactly.
Well, after we went through the green door, we ended up in the treatment center.
What's the difference between a treatment center and an infirmary?
I have no idea. I'm pretty sure there is one, but YOLO.
Because it kind of seems like you go to the infirmary for treatment.
Jack actually stuck a bunch of his knives in himself. I think he's into it. No, I can tell you I'm not.
Some of those knives are like imaginary. Like he thinks I put them in, but it was all his own doing.
I have a worst version of sleepwalking where I backstab myself apparently. Yeah.
Like sometimes I'm just standing here like, just like this, and then Jack just goes doop doop doop.
Jack, can you please enter this room but backwards? It's planned obsolescence for you. Yes. Obsolescence? That word eludes me. Obsolescence. Yes, that. I hate that by the way. And then we met up. Right here.
Oh, that's where we are. I thought the dot was... Oh, but that's what... Yeah, okay, never mind. I see why I'm confused.
I am thoroughly confused. What are we discussing right now? How we met back here or what?
Yeah. Where we all went to and how we met up again. We're trying to find out the paths we took.
I guess that's important, but looking at the map just already makes my head go, nope. Not today, son.
Basically, yeah.
So, what's the treatment center? It sounds a lot like the infirmary.
Why, there you have it.
Is Tifa actually Alice?
We have nothing in common.
I mean, with a backstabbing, you kind of do. Did you just out yourself as Alice? IRL.
Instead of a ring, they're gonna get a double-bladed knife and each stick it in the other's back. That might explain why we still didn't get a ring.
That's true. Reminds me of one of those Ace of 20 cases. True, I am Bruce Goodman.
You kind of are.
What can I say? You're welcome.
You want to have a look? We can go back to any of the rooms we've already visited. So?
Sure, let's have a look. After a few moments of brisk walking, we found ourselves in the treatment center.
Shouldn't we wait for the other pair?
No.
Then we don't. We're both also a woman that I only see on a computer screen.
That's another good point. True.
Maybe we have more in common than I thought.
If you take Tifa's name and you rearrange 3 letters, you get Alice. I don't think that's a coincidence.
I mean, yeah, that could kind of work.
Yeah. Don't know the funny thing, because I just joined. What endings did we already seen, if any? None.
This is our first playthrough, first route.
Yes. And we're slow.
So we literally didn't see anything yet.
Wait.
And we're currently in our second.
We are here, and this should tell you everything, I assume. We've seen nothing.
We still have a lot to go.
We're mostly confused. What are those?
Have you played through all of the endings already?
Yeah, I know everything now. Nice. I'm happy that worked. What are those?
They're why this is called a treatment center. Those pods can cure a number of illnesses and even repair certain injuries.
Oh, I bet.
Very science fiction.
Repair injuries. So this is to throw robots in and have them repair themselves.
I don't think robots get injuries.
What was that? You mean this flowchart? This is all the possible rooms and endings you can have in this game. And as you can see, there's a lot.
And if it's anything like in the last game, then this only shows you half of the actual game.
In the first game there was all of a sudden like another route, and it was so long.
And it was wonderful.
If you take Tifa's name, discard 2 letters, add 3 letters, and then rearrange it, it becomes Alice.
I mean, that's what I said, but mine was shorter. Yes, if you change 3 letters in Tifa's name, you can spell Alice.
Fun fact, my full name is La Tifa.
So if you change 4 letters, then if you take her full name. You both share a name of a video game character, Tifa with Tifa from Final Fantasy, and Alice with Alice from Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Exactly. Exactly. That's how it works.
Fabulous. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
How you doing?
Now people told you, but be ready to get a lot more to be continued in the last game. Oh, okay. So we don't just die? And actually don't answer that because either way is a spoiler. But thank you for the heads up.
We're definitely going to die.
Alice shares her name with herself. Ah, yes. Yes, she does.
Okay.
Yes. Whoa, that's nuts.
How about you climb in one of them, Dio?
Why?
Well, maybe it can fix whatever's wrong with your brain.
Oh, that's a burn.
I need some cream for that burn.
That's just mean.
Moisturize with me, people.
Tired of construction next door, it's so loud. Oh, I get that. That is really annoying. The constant sound of drilling. At some point, your brain starts drilling along.
Why does Alice have beef with Dio all of a sudden?
Alice has beef with everyone.
Yeah. That's what happens if you are allegedly a several thousand-year-old unfrozen Egyptian, I guess.
I suppose.
Selling burn heals, 5,000 Pokebucks. I still had something for me.
I wonder if this burn heal is even enough for this.
For me it works.
Hey! You want to start something, lady?
Calm down now, son.
This is why nobody likes Alice.
I'll have to throw you in one of these pods here.
Huh?
Or do you think Alice is actually foreshadowing the big reveal that Dio is colorblind?
No. Alice is just
Did she say fix what's wrong in your brain or fix what's wrong in your head? She said brain, right?
I can tell you that.
Yeah, she said brain, no.
Yeah. Look at me pressing the right button immediately.
Color blindness is caused by something with your eyes, right? Not with your brain necessarily?
I have no clue. I would think eyes itself.
Yeah, let's just agree that for now she's being kind of a bitch.
Why?
Weren't you paying attention? They have a cold sleep function.
We have not been told yet, but we have cryopods. Okay, good to know.
I mean, we haven't been told, but he was in this room. So the weren't you paying attention makes sense since they were in here.
True.
And probably check these things out.
Yeah.
I figured that ought to cool your head up.
Wait, did you say cold sleep? That's where they freeze you, right? And you can stay that way for a real long time?
Yeah.
According to some records we found in here, until about 8 hours ago, there were 3 frozen people in these pods.
Okay, so we've all been placed into these things, shot into space, somehow set up to awaken after. That's why we're all feeling a bit weird and stiff, because we've been sleeping for I don't know how long.
Couple days presumably, but nobody knows. Could have been years.
That's seems to be the most logical explanation, which also means there has to be 3 rooms of this.
I have a prediction.
What's the prediction? If you're just gonna repeat what I said, that's not yours.
The tag for the cryopods is linked.
Danganronpa 1, 2, and 3?
No, is linked to
a person?
Alice. Remember the all ice thing?
What tag do you mean though?
Technology.
Oh, I thought you meant tag as in, you know, tag.
Yes, I see something that's not actually on the screen right now.
Maybe you meant the numbers, I don't know.
General in the eyes, yeah. It's the RGB counts in the eyes. Thank you for confirming. Now I learned something again. Let me in my cryopod, I want to skip until One Piece ends. That's gonna be a long time, buddy. Yeah.
Is there even like an ending towards One Piece announced?
Yes.
Has it?
Yes. Oda has announced 2 or 3 years ago now that this is heading towards the end. And that he is like steering it towards the end. Whatever that means exactly.
Wants to end soon.
Well, yeah, but he said that like 2 years ago, no?
Okay.
So soon. I mean, it's already been going for like 10 years at that point, so soon is relative.
I mean, how often is a thingy released? Once every month? Once every week?
Ooh, for me it was more annoying that they can spoil a lot with screenshots when you reach one. Or short screens. Okay. Alright.
Shot screens? What's that even?
I'm guessing we're gonna see something at the end of each route that could feasibly be spoilers if we manage to connect the information.
I think it's gonna be a while before we even come to one end.
Hi.
3 people?
Who are the 3 people?
Why is one screen blue?
You mean 3 of us were...
We don't know. All we found was what was in the logs for the pods.
I'm gonna assume there's 9 of these things spread out over this warehouse, whatever thing, and we've all been in there.
How long were they here?
No idea. Part of the logs were erased. All that's left is when the cold sleep function turned off. It records them thawing out, getting up. That's it.
Then they could be anyone.
Well, anyone but you.
What? Why not Alice?
Because you don't need a device like this to freeze Alice.
She already has an ice cold heart.
Okay.
Returning the burn.
Am I wrong?
Huh?
No, this isn't a backhanded thing.
What are you talking about?
One way to find out.
He knows something.
The water in your body isn't normal water. It's something called Ice 9.
Here we go, people.
Oh no, it's not even a burn.
Here we go. The ride is on.
It freezes at 96.8 degrees.
How does he know though?
He is an avid fan of the Titanic and all the things and myths.
Now everything becomes
Seek an ice that bears a knife. Wait, what is Ice 9 now? Ice 9 is ice that doesn't behave like regular ice that you and I know. That's all you need to know, really. It doesn't melt when you would think it does.
It kind of was this big thing in the first game, and then you had Ice 9, and then you had All Ice, Alice. Like it was all sort of like connected to one another.
I'm pretty sure they'll explain it if it means anything.
That means all you have to do to put yourself in cold sleep is drop your body temperature below 96.8.
Actually, wait, the fast...
Fahrenheit or Celsius? I'm guessing Fahrenheit, because that in Celsius would mean you're boiling, like water boiling.
Wait, to very quickly explain, Alice was a mummy in Egyptian times, or a priestess, allegedly. And they found her mummy, they found her, what do you call it in English?
And she was frozen.
And she was frozen, and they used Ice 9 on her, I believe, to preserve the body longer. Didn't they use Ice 9 on Alice?
No.
No?
That's how they found it, because she didn't melt, she didn't thaw out.
Yeah, because she had Ice 9 traces.
Yeah, but they didn't use it on her. It was just there.
Okay, fair enough.
That's why she's so hot. She needs to keep the water from freezing. How does Tenmyuji know this? I can't follow. If only somebody would press a button.
No fancy machine needed.
We also have no clue how he knows this.
If only somebody kept pressing buttons.
Where on earth did you hear that?
Somehow they're all connected.
From Clover.
Clover?
When we were exploring the lounge during the first round.
I see.
How do you even start that generation? How do you even start that conversation? Like, loop. Oh, by the way, Alice.
So Clover didn't have her moment where she, you know, went all like, hey, it's weird, but this is like the third time I'm doing this. She didn't do that when we were around. She did that when they were in the room with a small group of 3 people. So I'm guessing she told them what happened in the story up until this point.
Well, she at least said something, I guess.
Which is that Alice is weird.
I mean, that we already know.
Yeah, but like her body is too. We knew that too, but you know what I mean.
I'm quite sure they'll still explain the whole thing again at some point though.
What's so funny?
Oh man, you fell for that one hook, line, and sinker, didn't you? Clover was messing with you.
Ah, the good old, it was just a prank, bro. Sauce my ass.
That is, if she even said anything to you at all.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lie. A joke?
A joke? No, there's no way it was a joke. I'm sure about it. Your body is made of Ice 9.
Well, you're mistaken.
I'm quite sure we will soon go, what's Ice 9?
Yeah, like when Tifa presses the button.
It's a ridiculous misunderstanding. An urban legend.
See, here we go. With seemingly no other prompting, Alice launched into a lengthy explanation. It went something like this. Give me the keyboard. I need to monologue.
If the source is her ass, please show me this so-called source.
I'm pretty sure if you Google that and her name, you can find plenty of source material for that.
In detailed pictures, or it's the source is fake?
Honest Psycho, this one is especially for you. At some point in the past, someone found a frozen, mummified Egyptian queen. Wait, what in the fuck? Just bear with it. It will make sense-ish. What was curious about this mummy, however, was that it remained frozen at room temperature. People began to refer to her as All Ice, which eventually became simply Alice. Rumors that her body was made of Ice 9 began to circulate, and her bizarre refusal to thaw only compounded them.
They say that the mummy finally thawed, and when it did, it began to move.
We couldn't afford to pay Alice's voice actress to voice this part. That's what you got me for.
And ever since then, I've had people say they thought I was her. I mean, really? How could anyone believe something so ridiculous?
I don't know. Maybe because a lot of your outfit has like an Egyptian theme to it. Like the gold, like the scarab, like the thing around your waist.
Also in the first
your
game,
makeup.
we actually found Alice's coffin, which turned out to be empty, and at the end of the game, she was standing in the middle of the desert.
Yeah,
and
which
it's
is
like,
where we escaped to.
Hi, I'm Alice, and that's kind of how the game ended.
Alice is Tsumugi. I hope not. But honestly, I would love it if it turns out this Alice just knows all of these stories about that Alice, the frozen mummy from the myths and legends.
And is trying to fuck with everyone.
Yeah, and she's cosplaying her. You know? Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
This mysterious Alice and of this ice that doesn't melt are just urban legends.
Hope it's not a Danganronpa spoil. I've not played the third one. Not really. No. Also, Ranger's the true kobold. There you go.
So glad you got it.
But it's still Ranger. It's always Ranger. I don't know how it happens. It just does.
Such a coincidence.
It's a small world and a small Ranger. But why would people make a mistake about you in particular?
It can't just be because your name's Alice. There are tons of Alices.
Is it because of your face and how you look?
Like I said.
Well, it is true that I am both beautiful and elegant. Can I really be blamed if people think I'm an Egyptian queen?
Also, now that we see her from the side, this isn't gold, right? Like, it's even bent to fit her attitude.
Her personality.
Like, you guys were all talking about that solid gold and blah blah blah, now she's not breaking her neck. Yeah, or did they just shape it by coincidence?
Tifa, have you never played like any fantasy RPG or ever watched any movie? Don't you know that every woman's outfit is always perfectly shaped to all of her features?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot gold grows along with you.
No, but it's specifically been shaped like that.
I mean,
I would, like, if I'm not saying I do, but if I would wear a golden crotch piece, I also wouldn't want it to just be a flat piece of metal. I would want there to be space.
I suppose. How does an Egyptian queen who suddenly gets taught out in current times know English? Well, she was actually like put in exhibits and all of that.
Exactly.
Was kind of conscious and picked up the language during the travels. I think it was actually explained even in the first game.
No, it wasn't.
There was something.
No, it wasn't. She doesn't actually speak English. She's using her Egyptian superpowers that she has for absolutely no reason. She's manipulating the temperature of the room to start like a sound wave. Like, it's like telepathy, but we hear it in our ears. Magic.
Check it shows some solidity. Look at that color.
It's a lot of starch in there, actually. I frequently find large jewelry crafted to match my breasts. Who doesn't? You're the weird one here because you never do.
I mean, obviously.
I would show you mine, but Twitch doesn't allow me to take off my shirt.
Now I can't Alice cosplay on Tuesday because I never find large jewelry.
Don't you know Alice's outfit has at least 1,000 armor points? Exactly. Because the gold thing around her neck and breast area...
This offers full protection.
It's magnetic. If you shoot at her with an arrow, the arrow will just go whoop and just plonk off of the metal. Yeah, that's how it works. Ancient Egyptian is 1-to-1 the same as English, it's just a coincidence. Yes, she spoke this very rare dialect of ancient Egyptian that somehow magically sounds like English to us. It's a coincidence we can have conversations with her.
So what you said kind of reminded me of this Wonder Woman meme. Like, you see her and Superman being shot at, and Superman is just standing there taking the bullets, and you see Wonder Woman like blocking him, and he's like, "Aren't you bulletproof? Why are you blocking it?" And then she stops and everyone is aiming at her boobs and they jiggle with the vibration. It's like
okay, then I understand why she's like blocking with her like arm guards.
Yeah.
Fair. I like how we just all let her stand like this. Like,
I don't think that's the only reason, though.
oh?
Someone who made that mistake said something to me once. They claimed they'd seen me before. Of course, I immediately pressed the issue. Do you mean the mummy, Alice? I said. When? Where? Of course, they were at a loss. In fact, I began to feel a little sorry for them. So I told them something. If you're so convinced, then maybe I am actually Alice.
Okay, no, you misheard. It was a joke, except if it wasn't. Where are we
I just want to say you're the one that wanted to know more about Alice.
And I'm getting what I wanted. I just don't like what I'm hearing.
But maybe I've lost my memory and can't remember who I am. And so on and so on. I'm still not sure why Clover would tell you something like that, though. Even if she was just messing with you, it seems a little out of left field.
Okay.
You really think she put that much thought into it? She was probably just screwing with him, and it was the first thing that came to mind.
Why are we all on board with it was just a joke?
Because it seems kind of unbelievable when someone goes like, hey, this person is a mummy.
Fair point, yeah, okay, yeah.
With
true.
some Ice 9 in their bodies and they can freeze on demand.
I guess, yeah.
Maybe she wanted to see if she could get him to believe something completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
As ridiculous as that outfit?
I could see her doing something like that.
Ah yes, because Clover in all of her interactions with the rest of the group has always been the jokester.
Well, I think that's enough idle gossip for now.
It's weird even in this scenario to come up with such a weird story. Yeah, in the first game it kind of like made sense after a while. More, I guess, because they linked it to... Okay,
everything.
The whole Alice thing is weird, but apparently the myth, the legend is that Alice's body was being transferred on the Titanic when it sank. And the Titanic has something to do with the story, so it makes more sense to go into it.
It was already wild, but still they like placed it in moments where you could go what the fuck, but in the end all of it kind of became connected.
Plus even in that game they went like, oh, but you don't care about urban legends and stuff? And the player character was like, not really. But isn't it interesting? And then it actually turned out to be a thing. We believe.
It feels like a forced plot hook, but let's wait there. We have a long line to go.
And multiple.
The cold sleep business is interesting, but I don't think it's terribly useful.
Also, couldn't we just try to freeze her?
As if she's gonna allow that.
I mean, fair point.
What makes you
Did you guys see if
think
the other team has returned to the warehouse yet?
that she would even agree to that? She doesn't even want to pull a handle.
Don't we just need to spray her with something cold?
Where are you gonna get that spray? The only thing to test it out is to put her in one of those machines, and that ain't happening.
Yeah, I guess. At Alice's request, we made our way out of a treatment center. Before one of us decided to push her into it.
So where's that last group?
God, that's a long walk. They're getting all of her steps in. And lowering the body temperature of a normal person can be deadly. True. True, you wouldn't want to risk that.
Wouldn't we?
No.
I mean, of course not. Hey, was that a new text?
Yes.
Memento...
Memento Mori. If a 9th lion ate the gun?
Sun.
Ate the sun.
That's probably what that picture in the water depicted.
Yeah.
The lion with the sun around it.
I guess it did. This is...
It looks like another warehouse.
It looks like the same warehouse.
Hey, look.
Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste.
3 more doors.
What's that hanging on the ceiling?
White. You think?
A crane arm.
Was that in the previous room too?
Don't recall. Don't think so. It might be the next set of chromatic doors.
I'd bet on it. Look, they've got the same boxes next to them as the other doors.
So the next set of doors are white?
They haven't all been the same color before.
Or do they only get their color later?
I have no idea.
We definitely need to tell the others about this.
Where's the last group, by the way? Right. Let's head back to floor A.
Is this a shortcut?
It looks like it, I guess. I'm guessing that room will be important later, because why else give us that shot?
Nice. I think it's just to show that we went in an elevator to move to a different floor.
Think of dying. Oh yeah, Memento Mori, right? Okay. Does it have to do something with his son? Are we gonna go full sci-fi here? Are we walking all the way back to the first warehouse?
We have to use the keys. For the...
Oh, true, the lower level warehouse didn't have the Ambidex rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We need to play... At least you get all your steps in. Like, this is a lot of walking.
Yeah.
You finally returned.
And we finally see Kay's left arm.
I was beginning to get anxious.
Did something happen?
Yes. It's Quark, you see. He
died.
What? What happened to Quark?
He collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. Clover is looking after him, but his condition could change at any moment.
Infirmary or treatment room?
You should go.
They couldn't go to the treatment room.
Oh, true, they didn't know it was open yet.
Yeah.
And they didn't know it existed, I guess.
Oh no.
Tenmyuji shoved Kay aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks, then ran off after him. Talk about getting your steps in.
Quark, come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Get a hold of yourself. Can you shake yourself out of collapsing?
I mean, seems like a fine thing to say.
Tenmyuji grabbed Quark's shoulders and began to shake him desperately. It was Clover who stopped him.
Hey, what are you doing?
And yes, we have seen him with both eyes open.
No, we have. I don't think it's a great idea to shake somebody who's collapsed. Quark's battery is just low. Those things are not for show.
Makes sense.
Maybe he's collapsed because they took off the hat. Because now he wasn't wearing it.
I think that's more a thing they did like after. He said it shortly happened after they went in the room.
What's wrong with him? What if you make him worse?
Yeah, good point. Don't shake people.
It's a panic
What am I
thing.
supposed to do? I have to save him.
Save? That seems a little extreme.
Well, maybe don't tell him these stories about what happens when men meet women and then suddenly explosions happen.
Well, it could be that he already has a history of being sick or with certain illnesses.
I guess.
What if he needs like regular medication?
Imagination.
Maybe he just has anemia or something.
Maybe he needs food.
No, that's not it. I know him better than any of you.
Okay, so you do have history. What does he need?
He doesn't have anemia. He's never just collapsed before.
Well, then call an ambulance and stop freaking out about it.
Oh, sure.
Really, Dio? Really?
Son of a bitch. This is serious.
The infirmary seems pretty well equipped. There are plenty of diagnostic tools, but without a doctor, there's not going to be much we can do.
Well, what do you know?
Luna to the rescue.
Where is Luna?
No, right. Well, we've got Luna.
Luna?
That's right. I remember Dio saying something. You have a medical license, don't you?
No.
I like how Luna stayed quiet the entire time while they're discussing this kid that has collapsed.
I said she's a vet. What do you think, nurse?
Nurse.
Wait, really? Is that true, Luna?
Well, yes, but...
You have to take a look at him then.
Come on, she's a vet.
Please.
I think you're right.
Need your help.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Is she gonna say it?
I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an atom.
Is there a wordplay, a pun hidden here? Because we're using an atom to help Quark, and an atom is a thing in physics, and so is a quark?
I think an atom is an actual thing.
It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Does it?
For someone who's not sure what that thing is, she sure does know a lot about it.
So that thing can tell us what's wrong with Quark? An MRI scanner? MRI works with magnets. This seems to be radiation? Similar, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, I believe it can.
I don't want to rush you, but the sooner the better. Just let us know if you need anything.
Of course.
It looks like a barcode scanner. Beep beep.
On sale.
Also, the moment she said it uses nuclear radiation, I'm thinking, this is messed up, but this is a zero escape game. What if she kills him with it?
Kinda doubt it.
I mean, it's possible.
I really don't think so.
The whole process took only a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body, and within seconds his results lit up on the screen. Words, too complicated for me to understand, scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment, looking down at Quark before she spoke.
Well, I know what's wrong with him.
What do you think?
She kinda makes it sound really bad. Can this thing pick up like cancer or something?
I'm thinking it's cancer.
I think so too, but can it really pick that up?
Because on the grand scheme of things, I mean, if you want to give people urgency that he needs treatment, I think a child with cancer is pretty high up on the list of making us feel things for him.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if they're really gonna go with cancer in this game.
It's messed up, but I'm guessing we're gonna play to our hearts. The words were horrifying. Your credit card has been deactivated. Now we have to undo the treatment. Here, pump it back in. You have pots of cold sleep, don't worry how it works, simply sci-fi. You have a fair point. But I have a hard time doing that because, like, if it's anything like the last game, which I think it is, they mix this like sci-fi and pseudoscience with actual science, and then I don't know whether
what's
writers
real and what's not.
Want me to turn off my head and just go, okay, I accept, I understand, and when they want me to critically think about it, but he's just sleeping. Possibly.
I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark is
ill. Not a human.
It's an infection.
Oh.
A viral infection.
It's that pandemic bullshit.
Oh, true. I already forgot about that. They mentioned at the beginning that the outside world is going through a pandemic.
Basically, anime COVID is happening out in the real world, we believe.
Yes. Did they say a name?
Okay, not a robot. Mega Man has taught me it could be the Sigma virus. I'm just saying, it could be a robot. If it's advanced enough, it could be a virus.
Okay, so...
What was that name?
I forgot.
I mean, we could check the archive, but...
Someone is gonna mention it if...
Oh no.
Oh no. Don't tell me.
Yes. He's been infected with a virus called Radical 6.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
I even made fun of that name. Okay. Have you heard of this virus? Radical 6, I mean.
Weren't we there when that article was read out?
Wait, square root 6? What? I can't do maths. You're going too far above my head. Could be a virus even with a robot, but Adam would see if he was. Maybe the machine is set to lie. Without the subtitles, it sounded like Radical 6, like an edgy name for being sick. It is Radical 6! Yes, you've got it right.
I mean, kind of works.
Yeah. I told Alice and Tenmyoji about it.
But how did we know then? We also saw the article, didn't we?
Fi read it out to us, I think. Didn't we find a newspaper clipping?
Yeah.
The symbol for scrot is called a radical.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I had no
And I will
idea.
make sure to forget that tomorrow. Mess.
I've made it 34 years into my life to learn this. You're thinking of a totally radical 6. Something like that.
Fi and I heard about it from Luna.
You and Luna were two of the first people to investigate the infirmary. They must have seen the newspaper clipping that Quark found.
How does Luna know that it is actual the Radical 6?
They stayed behind after the AB game and they'd all split up and gone into different rooms. It seemed like one way or another everyone had heard about Radical 6.
No. He can't... How could he have gotten infected? That's not possible.
How about we check if we're all infected?
That's a good idea. Something about the tone of his voice seemed strange. Why wasn't it possible? Had Tenmyoji known about Radical 6 before the rest of us? Maybe it was possible because he's a robot.
There must be something we can do!
No, I don't think he's a robot.
I'm guessing Radical 6 is like super COVID, where it's like confirmed that you'll probably die.
How can we cure him?
What did the article say again? Did it wipe out? I know it was deadly, but...
A group of people stuck together. A maze with changing doors. A virus outbreak in the outside world. A medical company. Where have I heard that before? Sounds like Resident Evil to me. See what you did.
Well, Adam says there's an antiviral serum called Excelivir.
That sounds very heroic.
Yeah, it sounds like the horse King Arthur rides on. No?
Yeah.
Or like a Norse, like pantheon thing.
Or this mythical sword that slays dragons.
It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
If we put him in the pot?
I think we might.
I think that's seen at least until we might find this.
Yeah, so that it doesn't spread and make it worse in the time we're looking for a cure for him.
I mean, it seems like the biggest chance.
Where is it? Shouldn't it be in the infirmary somewhere?
Yeah, we looked around, but we didn't see anything.
I don't trust a damn thing you say. I'm asking.
Understandable.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry, but
It sounds like the Pokemon Escavalier.
It
True,
also
I
kinda
forgot about
does.
that one.
Leo's telling the truth. We didn't find anything.
Damn it. What about
It's like
the
a
other
medicine. Well, medicine is the last thing I would think of personally,
Yeah.
if I heard that.
Also, Excelivir sounds more like accelerating virus to me, but maybe that's what kills it in the end, who knows.
Sigma, what about you?
It accelerates your healing.
Yeah. No, nothing like medicine. I mean, it was just like a park. Lots of vegetation and stuff, but no medicine.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
We visited the laboratory. There were a number of chemicals and concoctions there, some of which were medicine, but nothing like what we're searching for, I'm afraid.
Oh God. And he's going to... Oh God, no.
Just to be sure, the three of you went to the treatment center, right? And you're sure it wasn't there?
No, there was nothing even remotely like it. You went there too, didn't you? The only
We
thing
didn't
in the
look around.
treatment center are those treatment pods.
We should put him into one of those. Treatment pods. That's it! If we put Quark in one of those pods. I wanna say we had that idea first. So, we'll give that back to you. For a moment there was silence.
Quark!
Oh, he woke up.
Oh, thank God.
Also, should we stay around him? Do we know how this spreads? What if he now sneezes and we're all doomed? You know what I mean?
It might already be too late. We've been in close quarters.
Yeah, that's the other thing, yeah.
Also, is it just me, or does the animation for him looks different here than before?
That's
like,
because that's a still image.
Yeah, but it seems differently made.
You're awake.
Like they used a different program.
Like what? Paint?
I don't know. But sometimes you have art styles mixed in a show. Like you're watching a 2D anime and then this monster comes up and that thing is in 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of messes with my brain.
Yeah, a little bit.
Get away from me!
What? Quark, what are you...
Oh?
Sorry, Grandpa.
I think he just doesn't want to infect others after he heard what he has.
I hope so, but is somebody gonna take a knife?
I have to.
How about you stab Alice first and then after the knife disintegrates anyway?
How about we just throw tomatoes, cucumbers and onions at him until the knife just disintegrates?
After what? What are you talking about?
It's called Fruit Ninja.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But how?
Like this.
Who's he gonna stab? Who's he gonna kill?
Himself.
What? No.
I think he's gonna hurt himself.
Nah.
Well, who do you think?
Who's all in the room? Us? I don't think it's us because this line of a flow... Wait.
Quark is aiming to
it's not us.
To not kill himself, but
I
to
don't
hurt
think so.
himself so that they take him out of here.
Okay. From going at this from deduction from a game design kind of choice, I don't think they're gonna put in a fake ending here because this keeps going. So I don't think it's Sigma that gets the knife. I think fire is too important for the story for some reason. Why else have us wake her or wake up with her?
Well, who do you think it is?
I think it's gonna be Tenmyuji actually. Yeah.
Tenmyuji, why would he?
Because it's the closest to him.
Well, one way to find out.
What do you think?
Himself.
Okay. Quark's hand moved like lightning. He grabbed hold of a scalpel and was driving it straight toward his heart.
Told you.
What?
Do I get a point for that?
Stop!
No! Let go! Let go of me!
I didn't think he would go for his own heart, though.
Damn. Pretty tough for a kid. Hey, guys. I could use a hand here.
Yeah. Right.
On it.
Me too. Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks!
You're the one with a scalpel. Who? Tenmyuji. What the hell are you doing? Get over here. Tenmyuji. Can you even hear me?
Oh, right.
Damn you! Bastards! Why won't you let me go?
I mean, because you're doing a really dumb thing.
I have to get out of this body!
Okay.
Oh, I didn't see that coming, honestly. I have to get out of this body, which means we're not gonna go with...
Quark isn't Quark?
Maybe if he injures himself, his soul can move on to a new body?
Is this a religious thing, or is there some story to it?
Is robot still on the menu? Well, Quark is Sigma! Not that Sigma.
They can't lock away the soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape!
Okay. Yeah, we need to get anything this kid can use out of his hands and subdue him and throw him into one of those pods before he does something to himself or everybody else. So what horrible thing has Quark gone through in his life before this that he remembers?
The one thing I don't get though is even if now his body would die of the disease, then his soul can escape. So why is he freaking out now? In the end, it doesn't matter.
Maybe for some reason the logic that he's applying is this only works if you don't die from natural causes, sickness being one of them.
Please! You have to let me go! Let me go! I'm trapped here! Let me die!
Or he really is a soul that possessed the body of this kid.
Or, like Psycho is saying, I think this whole scenario is too much for a kid. Yeah, or maybe he just has a regular old breakdown. Yeah. Or he could fail the game on purpose to trigger the bracelet. Yeah, but he still can't get out. Apparently he believes that if he gets rid of his body, he can.
I have to die! Kill me! Somebody!
Why do you still continue after this? Knock him out and drag him along?
We're in a room with a bunch of drugs, right? Hold him down, have Luna give him something to calm him down, knock him out, and then throw him into one of those cryopods.
Anybody?
Like, no.
Huh.
Kill me! Kill me! Kill me!
Jesus, this kid's lost it. Hey! Somebody get that scalpel away from him. Good. Thanks, whoever that was. Quark barely even seemed to notice the loss of a scalpel. He continued to scream and writhe like he was possessed. What are we going to do? We've got to calm him down somehow.
Luna!
Yes?
Trank his ass.
Tranquilizers in here.
Finally!
My words out of my mouth as the text appeared.
Finally!
Yeah, give some horse tranquilizers or something.
Well, I mean...
What?
There's Super Beta.
Wait, are we... How do we get that out of a bracelet, though?
I don't think she's going with the bracelet.
Sopero?
That's the anesthetic! The one that's in our bracelets!
Yeah.
Good. Perfect. Hit him with some of that.
What?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
I mean, yes, but we were told when the bracelet activates, first it gives us this...
She's not gonna activate the bracelet. It's laying around.
Is it?
Yes.
I hope so.
But...
Just hurry up and do it! Come on, Luna!
Okay, let me just...
Okay, yeah, it's laying around. Cool.
Okay, I've got it.
Also, that last sound effect sounded like a shotgun being loaded.
No, it's like glass shrinkling.
Okay, because to me it sounded like a... I was thinking she's now gonna, like...
I wasn't even close.
Like, blast him with a medicine, like...
You can actually kill someone with anesthetic if you give them too much.
Yeah,
yeah, but she's a nurse. I'm sure she knows what she's doing. What a coincidence,
fact,
right?
That's a trait I've inherited from my mom. I have a disposition so that with some anesthetics I need more than the average person for them to kick in for me. That's really annoying when I have to have like dental stuff done and they give you the thing so that you get numb and don't feel anything. With me, they always needed to add a little bit more. Not like dramatic amounts, just a little bit.
Is your mother a redhead?
No, brunette.
natural redheads also need more anesthetics.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. The more you know.
I forgot what the reason is. There was an explanation for it, but there's something which like negates it or something, if I recall correctly, and they need to give them a bit more too for it to work effectively. Otherwise it wears off faster.
It's the fact that they have awesome red hair.
I believe their body processes the anesthetics faster, so they need more for it to last longer.
In fact, okay, fair enough. Whoever built this place bought in bulk from Ace. Maybe it's the same company.
I bet they got a discount. They probably even took the bracelets, just modified them a little.
Yeah.
Isn't that true with all things? Too much can kill you?
Yes.
That is true. I think last week someone even died of water poisoning in America.
Yeah, that's a thing that happens occasionally. People, you can actually drink too much water. Like.
So everything in too much can kill you?
Yes. Except my love for you.
Oh. Now sweet.
Wait until he's... Now! Do it now!
Right.
No!
Yes.
Stop!
No.
Holy shit.
The knee.
Look at that gun.
Actually no, that's in the shin. In the shin. How do you... I need to quickly check my leg.
Straight to the bone.
Do you even have veins on your shin? Like,
I think he didn't have a lot of options with how he...
Yeah, it was like either try to go through the clothing, which is not the greatest choice. Like the arms are moving, so like, you know, you go where you see surface. Yeah. If you die from too much water, it's called drowning. There's also another way and it's messed up, so I'll leave it up to you to Google it or not. A water poison.
Oh.
That we just talked about. Anyway. Ouch! Also, the Soporil beta works disgustingly fast. Because if you stab me through the shin to inject me with something, I will first scream bloody murder.
We need it to be fast.
Respiration, blood pressure, brainwaves, everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
Alright, I guess we're good for now.
Yes.
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
30 minutes.
He shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
Oh.
He's not a solo, is he? If he's a solo, he's fucked.
I don't remember.
Or was he in a pair again with... Was he in a pair with Dio, or was that the first one?
I don't recall.
Oh no, with Kay. Kay, you went in that thing with Kay.
Yeah. I mean, even if he was in a pair, the other person can still vote.
Yeah, exactly. But if he's a solo, he can't.
That doesn't matter, because if you don't vote by pressing a button, it votes ally for you.
There's no guarantee it's the same game.
It's gonna be the same. Yeah. Yeah. Why do you think they made a fortune from Soporil beta? Highly potent and effective stuff. Yeah, true. Where's that one?
They can take him to Door of Tree, so it doesn't matter if he's solo. Yeah, but it's more like if there's a new game and he does have to make a choice, he's fucked.
There won't be a new game. I think they'll keep reusing the Ambidex game that we played. Let's find out.
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you know?
Huh? Oh, well,
How much do you know about this Radical 6?
Let me guess, Radical 6 is actually a bioweapon and Luna was one of the people working on it, just to go like ultra full circle with her storyline?
Should we save here so that we get the explanation?
No.
Not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article.
That's the truth.
Why would I lie about that?
Because...
I've seen other viruses do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
Because you can't live with yourself after you've made a bioweapon?
when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical 6 too? Yes, at least I think so.
So it's kind of like rabies in animals?
I suppose.
So what kind of virus is Radical 6? Not sure if Luna is the heartless scientist type. It could be in her redemption arc already. Like before all of this happened, she was like this evil scientist kind of person, or like she just didn't care because you need to make a paycheck, you know. And then they used it as a weapon, and now she's like aware of it and wants to redeem herself. Potentially, we'll see.
What are you doing?
Talking. I turned and followed Tenmyuji's gaze. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. Apparently she had been the one to take it away from Quark. I don't like her face there. She's like, the longer I looked at her, the more I wondered if she'd taken it to protect him or for some other more sinister reason. She didn't seem stable. In fact, she looked far more like Quark had a moment ago than I was entirely comfortable with. Her eyes were flat and hollow.
Virus effect?
Her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. Alice? Hey, are you feeling okay?
We're all going to die.
Huh?
We're all dead already.
Hey, Luna, do you still have that tranquilizer gun?
Can you shoot it from a distance?
Kay, would you kindly disarm Alice, because you are literally armored? And then Luna, could you do the in the shin again, please?
Or somewhere fleshier?
Yeah, I mean, she seems to have less things distracting from a treatment.
Oh no, sorry, that's full body protection.
Yeah, shoot for her tummy.
It has to be the shin.
We're finally getting those belly button shots, just not the way
Only terrorists would resort to biological warfare. But
see?
still, soon.
I told you! It's a bioweapon.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about?
You don't understand?
Stop speaking in riddles, people.
Humanity is going to die. The virus will spread. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left!
I think she just had a morphogenetic premonition thing happening.
Oh, that could be. I mean, we've also been kind of out of it.
Because remember, the morphogenetic field tapping into it thingy happens usually happens when you're under extreme duress. Like the panic thing. You need to be in grave danger to be able to tap into it usually.
Well, I don't think she was in grave danger in this moment, but...
An insane kid rambling weird stuff and going haywire with a scalpel? Yeah.
I wouldn't see that as...
Only Tifa wouldn't have been afraid in that moment. I will gladly admit I would have pooped myself a little. Yeah.
I find grave danger the wrong word.
I'm already covered in jewelry, but I can't get more. But I can get more. Time to get a navel piercing. I hope not.
It kind of would have worked. I like a nose ring.
I'd rather die here.
Wait, Alice.
She's running off.
We're all too stunned to even try to restrain her. We just stood there as she spun around and leapt through the door. Damn it! Why is she running away if she wants to commit suicide? I shook myself and took off after her. But those few moments of hesitation had put too much distance and too many doors between us. Shit. Which way did she go? Right? Left?
It's a door we choose, a pathway.
I was still trying to decide when everyone else poured out of the infirmary.
You lost her.
It's a freeway junction, people. Yeah. I don't know which way she went.
Well, let's split up and look. Quickly. She can't have gotten too far.
That's how people die.
Right.
Look, If you find her, it's probably best not to shout or anything. Just do your best not to provoke her. Understood?
How do you not provoke her? Gotcha.
10 Myoji. I think you should stay here with Quark. The rest of us can look for Alice. Sound good?
Yeah. I stay here. Got it.
Makes sense.
Let's move, people. Get going.
Are we gonna discuss how we split up? No.
No, because I'm gonna save her.
The way you move a mouse is aggravating to me. And you didn't do anything wrong, but the going up to go down.
Double save. This is a good moment to return to. Oh.
Yeah.
Because time to go to work tomorrow.
Weak.
What
So,
if I am?
Out of all the things I expected to happen, I did not think they would do that with Quark.
Yeah, I didn't really see that coming. No,
Not work! I know, right? And it's a Monday too.
Unfortunately.
Mondays.
I am kind of looking forward to work tomorrow though.
Like,
For one reason, basically, because the past 3 weeks I've been taking over for 5 different people who are on a vacation, and it was a lot of work. And on Monday, 2 of them are back. So I see that as a good thing. So now I can go like, hey, this all happened, take your shit back. It's good news. You have like 10 minutes to be continued and you end stream. Well, too late.
yeah, I'm with the rest. That's kind of a spoiler. I mean, did we get to a junction yet?
We
No.
were close. We were like 1 room away. And I'm guessing the split is... I'm guessing the room we're gonna pick to go into is where the split happens. Because we were really close to 1.
Yes.
And then I'm guessing 1 ending was close, which was like 2 rooms after.
Yeah.
I'm guessing if we pick the room Alice actually went into, we'll have a gruesome end as 1.
I mean, yeah, there's an unhinged person with a scalpel.
Alice will probably kill us in 1, and the other way is the path where Alice didn't go. Maybe someone else dies, I'm not sure.
I hope Kay finds her first because he's armored. Yeah. But, I mean, the pacing, spoiler, be that as it may, we're gonna, like, every time we reach the end of one of the lines in the flowchart, it's probably gonna be going with a to be continued thing. In the first game, they did they go with to be continued, or did they just game over?
I do not remember.
Like, the game ended every single time you reached the end of a flowchart line. And when you started from the beginning. You did get the ability to jump
to parts you've already been.
Parts you've done before. But, yeah.
You don't know how long it can take these 2 to get through 10 minutes of gameplay. And that as well. The one thing I still wanted to ask though, like we've been arguing what to do for next week. And I think, judging on how big this game is, it wouldn't be a bad idea to stick like what we did this week for a full week of...
How about you lead with the actual question before you confused everybody with your sentence structure?
Oh, fair enough. So, schedule for next week, what do you guys think? Should we stick to this game for the full week? Or do you guys say, hey, we prefer the split?
Go back to the 2 and 2 kind of.
Yeah. With how big this game is, I don't think it's a bad idea to stick to the full week for now. And then maybe at some point put in a new game again. I'm also enjoying it, so I don't mind.
You don't know how long it can take these 2 to get through 10 minutes of gameplay. That is true. We have been known to get sidetracked, and there was 1 to be continued. True, in the first game they used that...
Oh, the one before the actual ending.
Yeah, they used that for the ending that got cut short. But here, if they use that for like every ending, then yeah.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
Which also makes sense. Maybe they thought like in the first game it confused many people. I mean, we're playing the Nonary Games version on Steam, I don't think they went through the trouble of changing the screen at the end for this version versus the original release. I guess. Find out on the next episode of Let's Play Virtuous Last Reward with my favorite letter is X. True.
Virtuous Last Reward is good. Kind of invested in it.
Fair enough.
But
which
I
is
kinda
good
agree.
because the other game I was trying to set up, I still haven't been able to because I'm slow and lazy. So that needs more time.
Yeah, we can save that for a later point in the game.
Yeah, sounds good.
Then that's decided. Look at how early I decided on a schedule for next week.
But can we agree that the way you were trying to lead into the question was like me trying to tell a story?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
You could have led with an easy question, and then while people were typing their thoughts, you could have explained.
Yeah, you have a point.
Learning from you. Weird, no? How you tell me that sometimes I have these moments where I see other people doing things that are annoying about me, then I realize. And then you keep sitting on your high and mighty horse, prancing around on top of your ivory tower of holier than thou-ness, and you fall down the same chasms as I do.
Even then, it was still shorter than anything you would have managed.
Because you keep interrupting me.
No, without interruption, you can just go on for hours.
I like the sound of my voice.
Like, with interruption, at least we cut it down to like 1 hour. 30 minutes. What feels like it, at least.
Let's see how long those 10 minutes are gonna be. Because I think they're gonna be longer than 10 minutes. At least 30 is my prediction.
That is true. And while you try to predict that, I say we go raid Dio, who's playing Final Fantasy... What is
9.
it? 9. How did you
As
know?
in-
Morphogenetic fields. I looked at it and you guessed it.
I didn't say no in German, I know he's playing Final Fantasy IX. I'm not saying no, we don't rate him. Final Fantasy IX, Pog. Before we go to rate him, everybody, quick, which one is your favorite Final Fantasy? Mine is 8.
I never...
And I know that's not a popular opinion. Final Fantasy IX. Okay. Final Fantasy IX is... I mean, out of the ones I don't dislike, 9 is like one of my least favorite ones. It just didn't click for me. 8, that's cringe. Yeah, I see a lot of people don't like it. And that's fine. I think I'm biased though, because I played... Listen, yeah, Jack? I will tell you if Tifa doesn't interrupt me.
There we go.
So, I am a German, and us Germans didn't really get to play the Final Fantasy games. I never really knew the franchise was a thing until Final Fantasy VII happened. Because I never had the NES game, the one that they released over here, and nobody I knew or me had the Super Nintendo games. I also thought they were like sequels to each other, so I didn't want to jump in at like Final Fantasy III without having played the others. But then I learned Final Fantasy wasn't a consecutive story, and by then 7, 8 and 9 were out. And I borrowed a friend's copy of Final Fantasy VIII, and I played that when I was going through my angsty, emo teenage years. And if you are in that headspace and you play Final Fantasy VIII, there's a lot of things to relate to. So that game has a soft spot in my heart. Besides that, I like games where if you understand the gameplay mechanics, you can easily manipulate them to your advantage. And 8 is one of those games.
Watch along while you played one once? I never played any of them myself, but I recall...
12.
Okay.
Yeah. And 8 is one of those games, if you know what you're doing, like very early on, you can get tremendously overpowered. Which I like, because that's the kind of thing that makes me tick. You know, big numbers, good. So that's why I love 8. I've played...
There you have it.
Some of 7. I couldn't really get into it because like the chibi art style kind of like took me out of it. Haven't played the remake. I know enough about it to know that we should play the actual 7 first, if we ever get to that point, before we play the remake, because...
Aren't those games also like taking forever? Aren't they huge?
Yes, especially with us. 9 was too philosophical for me. Yeah, that. I mean, I see why people like it, it's just not for me.
You can't play all of them as like a standalone, right?
Unless they are actual sequels. Some of them have that, yes. Like X has an X2, 13 has 13-2, and Lightning Returns was a sequels. But yes, the numbered ones are not sequels.
Okay.
You just play them whenever. I liked it too, but I ranked it lower than 9 and 7, but not much lower. Yeah, fair enough. I see why a lot of people don't like it though. It's not perfect. It has flaws. Played 1 to 10 and 12 to 14. Fair enough.
What happened to 11?
11 is an MMO.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried that once, I couldn't get into it. 7 had a garbage translation played with a fan mod to fix that and was great. Okay. I didn't even know that. What do you people recommend as a first Final Fantasy game? It depends, I guess. 9 is good if you want like if you can stomach an early 3D game because you can tell that it was a PlayStation game. The story is pretty good, the characters are likable, they just didn't click for me.
How old is 9 then?
1999 I want to say?
Oh.
Something like that.
That's older than I thought. Okay.
Yeah, but it's a good game. 10 is one of the more modern ones. That was the first one on PlayStation 2. That one a lot of people have as a favorite. 4 is pretty good. Yeah, I prefer the 2D remakes of the 3D one. That one looks like... I'm not a fan. I can't recommend 12. Like, I kind of like it. It feels like a single-player MMO, but... It's like if you have watched the Star Wars prequel movies, imagine all the scenes where they talk about politics. It's kind of like that. It's like, and then the group of heroes did this thing, and now we need to talk about a war. And what about this? There's a lot of text. And
so we're not gonna do 9 at some point?
12.
Oh, 12. I thought you mentioned 9.
12 was hot garbage. I had save point mimics after a boss fight. Yeah, and that. I think they might.
Where else would you put them?
I think if you play the remaster version, Zodiac Age, it fixed a lot of problems. The original release of Final Fantasy XII is one of my most hated games mechanically, because the strongest weapon in the game you can only get through luck, and if you do very stupid things that are kind of like, you probably wouldn't figure them out.
So I would get it immediately.
Do you remember how much we got like lost and sidetracked in Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney in some cases?
Yeah.
You would have to do that, but on purpose.
No, okay.
And like not opening certain chests.
Like, that sounds easy enough.
Not
Besides
opening
them not
chests.
opening chests.
It
that
all could
work
randomly drop with
everything.
like a very, very, very low chance. Alright, because like I've been wanting to play Final Fantasy and started with 1, kind of stopped playing that because both me and apparently other people 2 didn't like it that much. Yeah, the first one's aged a lot. Like gameplay wise, we've come a long way. 4 is good, 5 is good, 6 is good.
Well, Evie said 4 is pretty good,
Yeah.
just don't get the 3D version.
4, 5 and 6 are very similar in like the level of modernness, I would say. Stories aren't too bad even. I'd recommend 8, but I'm biased. 9, more modern. 10. And anything after that, they kind of lost me.
Well,
Also,
I would say let's go watch 9, but in the meantime, Dio went offline, so we also have no one to rate.
RIP. Sorry, Dio. If you're ever watching this, Dio, we were going to raid you. Tifa actually had everything set up already, but I asked about Final Fantasy and then we had to talk. Sorry. Time zones suck.
I mean, it happens. So now
we talk too much.
Everyone got reminded of Final Fantasy. Go play it. Go watch it. Go
didn't
check
talk
it out.
too much. Having a good conversation is always worth it. Timing just didn't align with you. I stand for best are 4 through 10. Yes.
With the exception of 8, apparently. Only Jack liked that one.
8 is hit or miss for people. Because 8 is less traditional than the others in that list. Yes.
I think everyone seems to agree on 9, so I think 9 might be a good one to start.
Yeah. Maybe try 9 first. If you don't like 9, try 8. Yeah. I'll go with 10. 10 is good. It's hard to say. Unless we're gonna have another 45-minute in-depth talk, like what kind of characters do you like? What kind of gameplay mechanics do you like? What do you not like? But Tifa needs to go to bed. Yeah, try 9, exactly. Or play them all backwards, like chronologically. Yeah, do that. So, since there's nobody to rate, Tifa, do you have any more profound wisdoms to share?
Nope, pressing the button.
Thank you. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us. Sorry there's not gonna be a raid. My bad. We'll be back on Tuesday with Virtual Last Word. See you then. Bye!